Right. Yeah, I was just enjoying my Caro34, and I'm here today with some of the coolest people on Earth. You know?
Oh.
Such high appraisal.
Yep, such high. So, if you want to introduce yourselves.
Hi. I do stuff. My name is BionicleSaurus. That's everything I ever have to say.
Well, for any moron,
Mark doesn't squeak anymore. That's sad.
Oh no. Well, for any moron who doesn't know who this guy is, BionicleSaurus, he's the guy who created one of the best, if not the best, dinosaur shows on the planet, Dinosaur Island.
Mine's better.
Straight in there with the fire.
I also created Mike, so the world can just thank me for that.
Green
Mike,
clothes better.
Mike is our Lord and Savior, so yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, BionicleSaurus. Right, and then we've got Camosaurus, who created the Oh, who's this? Oh, Digent wants to join. Great. I'll get to that. But then we got Camosaurus, who was on my last stream, and we had a great time, didn't we, mate?
Yeah. Pretty good.
No sarcasm in my voice because I was not a good host.
No, you did good.
Yeah, I think I did good. I did good. So, and then we got Welsh Mapping, also known as Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Great.
And I made better canon series. Better than Dinosaur
That's
Island
true.
Revival.
Site B is a lot better.
Yeah, Site B is just glorious. If you want to see my
I've seen
joyful
it.
reactions,
Glorious.
the last stream I did is just me just watching it and just so mind blowing.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't watched it all the way through, so I should do that.
You
I
will
spent the whole
see the
last
world
stream
in a
just
different light.
listening to Site B, and it was enough. It was enough.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be an
Yeah, I watched that bit.
it'll be an enjoyable experience. I should make it an audiobook next.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yep, and then Sony Pictures will probably pick it up, and then they'll probably make a live action adaptation, hopefully.
I would support them that being made.
So, I guess first things we talk about is YouTube. What the hell have you done to the layout?
It feels so just like mobile.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think today I updated my app on my phone, and when I look back at it, I was just like, I just done this. I just went into it, and I was like, yeah, I did that exact thing. I dropped my phone, and actually, yeah, well, to be honest, I did get a crack on my phone, so I deserve that for dropping it. But yeah, I don't understand why they have to change the layout every like 9 months or something like that. It's
It's like they feel a compulsion to fix things that aren't broken.
Exactly. It's like when they did a big overhaul back in 2011, I think it was, and they got rid of stuff like, well, they didn't get rid of it. They more hid stuff like YouTube.
Video responses.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Video responses. Oh my god, yeah, that was a thing.
That was the well, I'm not gonna swear, but that was the stoof. That was the stoof back then. But
and then they got rid of annotations, which
annotations. I just used them if I had like mistakes in my videos, and it was just like, oh, here's something wrong that I did wrong. Here's what it should have been. Oh, that's okay.
Now remember when you went to someone's channel, the screen was all black and the font was yellow.
Oh yeah. And even like they changed the subscribe button, but it's just like the subscribe button was fine back in the old days, but it's just like yellow, and it's just like it was fancy looking, gold.
I don't see why every website sees the need to have a circular picture. Because now mine's broken. Like on the old layout, mine just flowed into my banner and it looked really nice, but now you can't do that.
Yeah.
See, I barely even know what the new one is like because I just hit the revert to original and I have not looked back. I have not bothered trying it.
You can do youtube.com/new and you can look at the new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now and just go around. From what I remember of the first time I actually, because at one point I signed in when they first had the new thing, and it just like automatically it like just put it up, and I just tried to use it for a little bit, and what I really noticed is everything is like really slow. Like I swear everything's so like big and just takes a while to load, and I mean I could just be imagining that, but I don't know.
I think back when I started, I still use video editors today just to put my intro in the front of all my videos. That's how like I just keep like a lot of my videos consistent with the intro. It's just like easier to use than like instead of like going into like.
Well, they're getting rid of that next.
I know that it's weirdly ironic because that's when generally I go to university and I have to stop making YouTube videos because the reason
Perfect timing.
Yeah, the reason I say I'm stopping making YouTube videos is because I'd rather make YouTube videos consistently on a regular basis, like every 2 or 3 days. And I can't do that in university, and I feel like that's not what my channel's been standing for the last 6 years. So,
And then there's me with my schedule of coming out with a new season every 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's your style. That's your style, Bion. That's your style. Quality over quantity. That's what I always say.
Okay, one good thing about the whole new YouTube thing though, it's easier to get the night mode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just did that like a second ago, and that is kind of nice.
I put night mode and everything. Like on Discord, the light mode on Discord is horrible.
Yeah. That's pretty.
I haven't even seen that.
It does look pretty grim, to be honest.
The dark mode it's just so much nicer on like everything.
Yeah.
Like when I used to use Skype, I was so tempted to just start using it on the web because the actual app didn't have the night mode. But now Skype's gone really funny, so I've stopped using it.
Yeah. But I think overall, like YouTube, it's kind of like trying to water itself down essentially to the basics and think it's like the basics will be good enough. It's like no, the basics are not good enough.
And they've since fixed this, but when the new layout was first launched, they had gotten rid of the featured channels section.
Yeah, that was.
It's back now, but geez.
It looks really strange.
Mm.
It does.
It looks.
Why are
It's as if they've just like put it there because they're like, oh, we forgot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. Oh, whoops.
There's like, what's this? Oh wait, this is essential. Should we just put it back on some blue? Nobody will notice that we missed this out. Okay, guys. No, I don't know that one guy who's like, nobody say a word. If anybody says words, I'm going to try this. Camo's getting attacked.
Yeah.
Well, Camo's always getting attacked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Camo was just like a magnet for being attacked. I'm surprised he hasn't got attacked by his own figures.
Why?
Yeah, how long will it take?
Someone
in my house busts down my door.
Someone in your house just decided. Was that Heather?
Yeah.
Heather just busts down the door like Terminator style, like, ah! Just kicks down the door. And
she
then just
fed me a plum.
Alright, that was random, fair enough.
Hey, plums are pretty rad.
Yeah. Do we have a list of like topics that are going to be discussed on the stream? Because
yeah, I think
we came up with some.
Apparently, plums.
Plums, yeah, there's a thing.
Someone's reminding me that I used to have a gaming channel on Discord.
Yeah.
You
did. I watched that.
Honestly, don't really remember what I made, except it was Minecraft. So.
I never really got into Minecraft. I was just like, meh, Minecraft.
I still play Minecraft.
I never got Roblox. Like I've actually
play
never
Minecraft on my Xbox.
I've not touched Minecraft for a long time.
I haven't touched for a long time. You know I haven't touched for a long time that I really want to like start playing again? J-Pog.
I've never played J-Pog, but I'm definitely getting a Jurassic World. I can't remember the second thing.
Evolution.
Yeah,
Jurassic-
evolution.
Yeah,
That-
that looks quite fun.
That was surprising. I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer was up, and I was like, and I thought I'll give you a go. I watched the trailer, and I was just like,
That does look really
Mom,
good.
when can I get this?
I'm so happy it's out on Xbox One because like I can't play games like The Isle or Saurian because it's all on PC.
Oh.
Saurian was going to be on console, but nope.
Yeah, but no one backed it up.
Yeah, I
Selfish PC users.
I'm one of those PC users. I'm afraid to say.
I back
Master Race.
I back Saurian up and I use it on a PC. But the problem is that my PC is so crap and so slow, it doesn't run Saurian properly. So I pretty much pitched out 15 quid for nothing.
Well, you gave the support to me, I guess, because I have it, and it's really hard.
Well, you're welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Find the corner, knowing that I'll probably not play it.
Yeah, I tried to download The Isle on my old computer, and it did not work. Couldn't even load up the menu. It took like 10 minutes just to lower all the settings to as low as they could go, and even then it was going at less than 1 FPS. So
It's been a while since I've played the Isle, to be honest, but
Yeah,
I know they've added some new dinosaurs, but yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
They added Ceratosaurus. That's all right.
oh,
yeah.
I was a happy person.
You should already be happy. There's loads of ceratopsians in it.
Yeah, I mean, they
He's
also
not.
I mean,
He gets all the
Dilophosaurus, so
Ceratops.
Digaunt will be happy.
there's 3, which is quite a lot.
What are the 3? I know there's Diablo and Shrike. What's the last one?
There's Psittacosaurus.
Oh yeah.
Right. I've just sent an invite for Dig on Dash to join us because he says,
Yeah,
"Oh,
he
join."
sent his email that he meant to send to you to me.
Did he?
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry, this is for Kyle."
Oh no.
oh wow, yeah, Digaunt is just spamming the chat, just asking if we can even see
Hang on,
him.
don't worry. Look, mate, calm down. Mate, don't come any closer with that knife, mate. Look, I've sent you the email.
Oh, it's turned violent quick.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah, Digon pretty much just pulled a knife on me in that point if he's spamming the chat, but I haven't seen the chat in a while, so I better have a check.
That's like, yeah, he's...
Oh, something I just want to mention. The new Safari Kronosaurus is huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So's the
Oh.
old one.
You know what?
They're always huge.
I brought a load of figures down, and I should have brought that one down, and I maybe could get it, but no.
It's somewhere in this.
This
I
is
must
thing
be
I
the only
did.
person here that doesn't have it.
When I opened it, I just made it like bite the neck of the new T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camo, since you have the Carnegie one,
Yeah.
it's
I-
like even like
one.
beefier than that.
Oh, jeez.
The
Well,
Carnegie one's head looks so strange.
Yeah, it does. I think they were kind of going for the. It looks weird because they were going for the type species, which I think is Kronosaurus queenlandicus or something like that. Which like it looks like a spoon. It honestly just looks like a spoon. The head. It's like it just looks. When I first saw it, I was just like holding it in my hands. I was like, I paid 13 quid for a spoon with a pliosaur's body. And I was like, oh well, I don't care. I'm happy.
I was surprised at the size of the Diplo, the Diplodocus.
I was
The Carnegie one's still better, I think.
definitely yeah.
Yeah, I like the spines on the new one, and like visually, I like that it's turquoise, but from an accuracy standpoint, like the fact that it's turquoise is questionable.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a male or something. I don't know.
But I think I liked the. I think if I was to like make a new Diplodocus for Safari, I would have just taken the mold of the new one and just put the colours of the old one on it. Sorted.
Oh, that would have looked very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Also, be cool because then you could have two that kind of match, and one could be like a bigger female or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Could do, yeah. But I don't know. I just like when I look at them, I just like try to think that maybe the new one represents the smaller species and the Carnegie one represents Carnegie. But I don't know. Well, I know it's the other way around. I think.
Also, I'm just gonna say, I the Giga looks so much smaller than the T-Rex from like just head on.
Sorry if you can hear something in the background, but my dogs are fighting, so I'm gonna have to shut them out. So I'll just be back.
Okay.
But yeah, the new Giga, it's like, I swear it's smaller than the Carnegie one as well.
I don't think so.
I think it's just because of the pose of the Carnegie one, how it just leans up because it's a tripod.
Do you have both of them now?
Yeah, I have both.
Really? I think the new one is like he's got like a taller torso than the Carnegie.
Seems to be bulkier as well. Like
Yeah.
from pictures I've seen, because I was gonna get it when I got my safari stuff this year, but I went against it because the paint scheme did satisfy me enough. When I was looking at it, I was like, do I think that'll look good on my shelf? And it's just like, I'm like, nah.
See, I think it looks really nice. I like the way I have it positioned is it's kind of like I have this sort of center on my shelf of like mostly big sauropods and also like my 2 feathered Rexes and stuff, and then I have the Giga sort of shooting off to the side, and then the Diplo off to the other side, and they're sort of the Diplo and the Giga are surrounded by figures much smaller, and I like it on the Giga because it looks like he's like bursting through a herd of herbivores.
Yeah,
and
it
they're all like
absolutely
running
does.
away from it.
They
Yeah, I
finally-
get what you mean.
it kind of reminds me
The
of.
Giga's the only one that's not in my mess of a shelf. The only one I keep outside and on display. I just love it so much.
I've just noticed now that they've actually called it Gigazebrasaurus like the meme it should be.
Oh man.
Yeah.
For goodness sakes.
I don't see why everyone's so like crazy about that color scheme. Like, as in like people don't like it. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, I think it looks nice.
I think the color scheme's fine. I think the paint application is a little subpar for Safari.
I mean, all safaris like that. My Safari T-Rex, one of the nostrils looks like kind of strange compared to the other. Like, it's weird, but it's so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Hey,
Because Safari's figures aren't
Hello.
usually that big.
Hello there,
Hey,
Doc.
Gigant.
They're gone. Yes.
Let me put some volume. Okay.
Jeez, we've got a raid crew here, haven't we?
Wait, what?
Did any of you guys like Safari Rexes like come with like warped top jaws? Because mine
No,
That was the first thing I checked with mine. because
Yeah,
I feel really lucky
Alright.
because like my feathered Rex is like fine. It even stands well.
Hmm.
Now where I'm having trouble is the Deinonychus and the Setaco. Those guys just fall on their faces.
The only one that I've actually had trouble with was the Deinonychus, but the only thing wrong with it was that it couldn't stand on carpet.
Oh,
I
right.
never.
My others stand completely fine.
I think my Rex had a top. Its top jaw was warped a bit, but all I did was literally just get a hairdryer, warm it up, and then just like hold it in place. Like I just grabbed the top jaw and just held it for about 10 minutes, and then it's just like it's set. It's perfectly set now. But yeah, I've had a couple of standing with it.
One thing you can do to, after using a hairdryer or hot water, one thing you can do to ensure that it really stays in the position that you bend it into is then, after you've bent it, or even while you're bending it, putting it under, like, freezing cold water.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice, but generally what I do is I just like hold it against my bay window because it's generally quite cold. So I just like hold it position and hold it close to my bay window. It's like it cools it, and it's just like it's like I'm looking at it, I'm like, yes, victory's mine.
Another one people didn't really like the color scheme on was the Tylosaurus, but I don't mind that either. I just think it looks
I
fine.
kind of agree. I would have, even though it's more stereotypical, I probably would have preferred, like, marine counter shading.
Yeah, like there was that one art depiction of like I think it was a bunch. I think it was a pliosaur and some ichthyosaurs, and they both had like orchid kind of coloration on them.
Ugh.
And that would have really suited that figure.
Yeah, I think when I look at the stripes, it looks like the type of like animal that would be maybe the size of like a medium-sized shark that would be going around through like a kelp forest or something, or even a reef. It looks like for a small mosasaur like it would work, but just for Tylosaurus doesn't quite work. And also for Tylosaurus, it's really too scaly. Like the scales are proportionally too big because Tylosaurus was huge and the figure's not that big. And
Yeah, compared to the Kronosaurus, which is completely smooth.
I would have just gone smooth on it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think I really liked the Kronosaurus purely because it had that nostalgic like paint scheme that was like the Carnegie one. That's why I was like really hope when they like put the illustrations up with like the question marks and stuff like that on the Safari Ltd website. And I was like looking, I was like, oh, they're gonna do them, but they're gonna do them with the Carnegie repaint like paint scheme. I was like, and then when they didn't, I was like, fair enough. I was like, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, they're both kind of homages to Carnegie. The Chrono's just closer.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the old
that's what
Carnegie
Safari's
Chronos-
doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious they're just remaking every single Carnegie figure.
I know.
Fingers crossed for Dimetrodon, for an accurate Dimetrodon.
Yeah.
Oh no, we need Baryonyx. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the other one.
And I think
And those both work for me because I want to do stuff with both those species in my series in the future.
Oh yeah.
And no, I'm not bringing Dimey back to life.
No.
Oh man.
One thing I want to talk about is the Parasaurolophus because the paint, it looks like mud kind of on it, like the
It
legs
looks like
and.
Mosasaur crawled up onto land and just was like, I'm land creature now, and just was like, boop.
I'm gonna say the Parasaurolophus
I
is
am
like
Tiger.
the weakest one for Safari this year.
I think I like
Then
the
again,
Para. I think I like the
I don't
Para
think the
way
Raptors
more than
are.
anybody else right now. Like,
I
love
like it. It's just, it's not as good as the others.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
Dude,
But,
the Para even has a cloaca. It's
I
like
think
a
they
little-
all have cloacas.
I haven't got any Safari. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I should go. Well, I'm gonna get some in a bit, but
They
Yeah.
all have cloacas. They're very different to the collector style ones, which are just like a big black spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
They actually just like they look like
It's a bit more
slits.
subtle.
The collector ones look mammalian, and like these dinosaurs do not know how to wipe properly.
except for the Pliosaur, that's just got like a
Oh,
in.
now the pliosaur is. Oh my god. Yeah, the safari ones though are much more like reptilian. With they're usually actually some are vertical and some are horizontal. It alternates, but they're all just kind of slits, and I think that works a lot better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think with the collector ones, I like the black eyes they're doing, just like pure black eyes, because I think when I look at them, I see like a model, but then when you look at safari stuff, it's like there's got to be a life in them, and it's like they're almost like what Jurassic Collectibles says, like toys that teach, and it's like it just seems better and they seem more natural, whereas the collector ones are more like just statues.
Well, the collector new Brachiosaurus which I got is really nice.
Is it just stupidly big though?
It is, but it's so nice.
And red
I
sail.
feel like that should be in the Supreme class.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think so.
I saw it
The
next to your
Supreme
feathered
ones.
Rex though. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
saw
like
it with Feather Rex,
Triceratops
too.
sized.
Easily.
It's a Styraco Titan. I don't know. I just made that up. That's what it's gonna be.
Styraco Colossus.
I got
Yeah.
the collector Rhinoceros, and I picked up the Safari one right after, and I was like, yeah, I know which one's better.
I think I was going to buy that about a month ago, but I decided against it because I was just like, I'm just going to be buying it for the sake of like money. I have money in my pocket, and I was just like, nah, I'm ready, thanks.
Oh, that's pretty much why I bought these. I had so much, so I was just like, why not?
Yeah, the collector Ino is good, but it's got the collector syndrome of good sculpting and kind of outlandish paint job, but
Yeah.
I don't think the paint jobs on collector figures sometimes they don't really like show the detail. They kind of seem to like hide it.
That's a good.
yeah. They're just the Safari's paint jobs are a little more nuanced and complex usually.
Yeah.
They go for a lot of like earth tones and neutrals and
Yeah.
It seems like they get like a bit of inspiration from like modern animals and like birds and stuff like that as well. Because if you look at this,
I will say, the collector Regaloceratops is really nice.
oh yeah, that was
I
good.
agree with that. Yeah.
I still need it.
Hang on, let me look at the Gigant Spinosaurus.
Did you hear that, guys? Cameron needs the new Ceratops. He doesn't want it. He needs it.
I know.
Needs it.
I got the Iosaurus.
Oh
This one doesn't really have scales to Gigant Spinosaurus. It's just like ring
And now-
things.
I want collectors to make a Wendy Ceratops because that is just.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I suggested that.
I
like,
want
once.
Centrosaurus most.
Yeah, Central.
I want Chasmosaurus most. It's weird 'cause I'm
Centrosaurus is the
usually
new Ionosaurus on the forum because for the last few years on the forum, everyone's been like Ionosaurus, Centrosaurus, Ionosaurus. So now everyone's just like, give us Centrosaurus, please.
Yeah, Ionosaurus is
Because
one of those
nobody's
ones that
fucking
like
us.
I remember from my childhood, then I forgot about it, and then like both Collect and Safari made one, and it was just so cool to see it finally in toy form.
I want Centrosaurus so bad.
Because literally, like most of the other ceratopsians that I have, Nasudo, Diablo, Medusa, like I learned of their existence through those figures, but Einio was like obscure but classic at the same time.
Same with Centrosaurus, I feel.
Exactly, yeah.
You guys want to know what I suggested to Safari last year?
What?
So, I wanted them to do like a tube or like a figure collection of paleontologists because I really wanted a Robert Walker figure.
That would actually be really fun.
I need that figure now because I'm a huge fan of Robert Barker.
I want a little figure of Horner, and he says T-Rex was 100% a scavenger, and then the Safari T-Rex just.
He'll still
like Nanotyrannus.
He'll still deny its predator while going down its throat. You'll just hear, "It's still a scavenger."
This is very unusual behavior.
He's just next to a really old Triceratops and says Taurosaurus is an adult. And it just dies.
Guys, Triassic Iceman uploaded.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try
Wait,
finding...
What's happened?
Oh, Triassic Iceman uploaded.
Is it
I need to
Godzilla
subscribe.
or Jurassic
Yeah.
World?
We only have 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, again, I'm not that popular of a guy, am I? Compared to you lot.
Well, compared to
Clickbait.
me.
Dude, just do clickbait. Remember, Matthew.
Yep.
I was
Should I like make some kind? Well, I guess I can't. I wish there was a way to like make just an announcement post on YouTube without having to do a video.
That
Oh,
would be really cool.
oh man. Well, I guess then again, which could be like just a bunch of guys just talking about stuff.
Oh, you know what's underrated though?
What?
Safari Coelophysis.
Ooh, yeah.
Point, yeah.
If
I
it
mean-
wasn't a tripod, it'd be perfect.
Mine isn't a tripod. I managed to stand mine up.
Really?
Oh,
That's nice.
Yeah, the first time I stood up, I was like, "Is it a tripod?" And it was on carpet as well. I'm gonna get it.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Impressive.
try.
I
And
found my-
hello to Raptor Riot and Adrian Thompson, 2 of our 5 viewers.
Yep.
Thanks
I don't
for
think it's
being
working
here.
anymore.
Thank you.
I found my message to Safari. So it says, "Dear Safari, for 2018, can you make a line called Dinosaur Hunters where you make models of actual paleontologists?" And then I sent a picture of Robert Barker, Jack Horner, Thomas Holtz, and Phil Curry. And like, thanks for the suggestion. I'll pass this along to our development team. And then I was happy.
Who knows? It could be
Maybe, yeah.
So does that mean if I just message Safari and say, Dimetrodon, Oviraptor, Dimetrodon, Oviraptor, like should I just subliminally message it, like whispering it as they sleep or something?
Well,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're done modeling now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they are. I mean, we're gonna get pictures next month probably.
We're
Well, we
getting-
already have 2. So
Yeah. The mammoth looks
That-
like it's covered in straw, to be honest, when I'm looking at it.
I haven't
the
seen
mammoth
the
looks
yet.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I'd like to see
mammoth
it.
looks nice, or it's a mastodon, I think.
The Mastodon,
Yeah, the
it's
Mastodon.
Mastodon.
I was told it's a mammoth, but oh well.
No, it's
No.
The
Mastodon.
Mastodon looks like a pile of straw. Really.
Yeah.
Looks like
Has anybody noticed that that particular model in the photo has got scuffs on its tusks? So I've noticed that it's got some like black scuffs on its tusks.
Maybe.
Yeah, could
That's
actually
on
be
purpose.
purposeful weathering.
Maybe, but it's just like,
Safari has like paint issues too. Like it scuffs too easily.
It'd be cool to see some more battle scarred figures. Like, I mean, the T-Rex has got those scars on its
Those face
snout.
fighting marks are so cool.
Like,
Or hey, you know, I assume they were face biting, but they could be like rabid Dakota Raptor face latching on marks.
the precursor to the Dakota Raptor figure for 2018.
Yeah, and then it's gonna
Yeah,
have
which-
T-Rex blood on its claws.
And it,
Yeah,
and it just fits perfectly, but it's in like a leaping pose, so it'll fit
Yeah.
perfect.
not like
So
Reebok.
So you can put it on the T-Rex's face, but it just doesn't work for anything else. Although, honestly, jokes aside, a raptor or dromaeosaur figure in a leaping pose with a little stand would actually be really cool.
Like Rebor. I mean
Like
Rebor.
beast of the Mesozoic.
Yeah, well, beasts of the Mesozoic, they can do anything you want them to. That would be
Yeah.
another thing is Collector or Safari doing a line of like 140 scale articulated figures would be awesome because
Like a T-Rex.
yeah, because as gorgeous as the Beast of the Mesozoic stuff is, it's all so large and it just doesn't work for anything.
And it's so overpriced in a way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
get that
I don't think
Troodon.
I'm probably going to get the Adasaurus, the Dromaeosaurus, and the fans' choice Saurornitholestes. And,
I'm not
you know,
really sure. Oh, I was
I'd love to-
reading before. Bambi Raptor might be like a juvenile Saurornitholestes, and I never knew that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I personally think it is just because, like,
It makes sense.
it's got some certain morphological features that I've looked on the skull and stuff like that. It's just like, I see that growing into that, so I'm just like, moving out.
Have you guys
Maybe
seen
this can bring us on to another topic about Deltadromeus.
Yeah, Deltadromeus. Want to talk about
Which is just
Deltadromeus?
like the dinosaur that can't decide what it is and if it exists.
Yeah.
Just in time
Such
for
a
when I
mess.
wanted to bring back Delta, too. Oh, freaking
Yeah.
perfect.
It's just like 1 week it's the Ceratosaur, next week it's a Carcharodonsaur, and then it's like it's
A Tyrannosaur, possibly.
yeah, see, and that like leads into what I'll talk about with Galicio, the new Neovenator that was discovered last year, and it's like so far it's like in my top 5 favorite dinosaurs of all time just because of its English name. It's like I think the English name is Demon of Chigny, which I think is where they found it. But that's apparently a sister species to Deltadromeus, and it's a neovenatorid. So, in my opinion, I think Deltadromeus is a neovenatorid.
But is Deltadromeus a
Or it's a Megaraptor
synonym of
because...
Brachiosaurus?
No, it's a ceratopsian, guys. So obvious.
It feels like when they can't decide what a certain theropod is, it's just like Megaraptor.
Yeah.
That's just the miscellaneous folder of the taxonomic theropod group.
It seems so strange that they just can't decide if it's a Carcharodontosaurid or if they're Tyrannosaurs. Because they are so different, but they can't decide.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't there a defining feature that would at least let them distinguish whether or not it's a Coelurosaur?
I think it's to do with the first toe on the feet. I think generally Coelurosaurs have a different middle toe structure than to Carnosaurs. That's how they distinguish T-Rex with like
It all comes down to the toes. Okay, that's just.
Wait, Carl, you're like gonna be a paleontologist or something, right?
I'm actually when I go to university, I'm actually going to study paleontology. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I always say, work hard. You want to get somewhere, you got to work hard for it, and I did.
Gonna
Okay.
give you a round of applause.
Gosh, I'm looking at this at the Safari Daedon.
Oh, hang
I
on.
love the stylizations because they could have gone with the usual and made it extremely pig-like and extremely ugly, but they actually made it really like graceful and furry and like it's
yeah,
so
that
unique.
is a change, like from the collector one.
Yeah, and from like Walking with Beasts to go back even further with their Entelodon.
Oh God, that was.
Yeah, Spider Dude's here, by the way, guys. Just meant
Oh.
Ooh. Yay.
Spider Dude! Hey! I don't know why I put that high-pitched voice on, but just.
I know dudes reviews.
Yeah. But I think the good thing is that they haven't done like the cheekbone sticking out like of its face.
Yeah.
You know that's not accurate anymore. I don't know why it would be, because
Deltadromeus is a fun genus. Yeah, pretty much.
Deltadromeus is just honestly one of the most messed dinosaurs.
It's like you put Deltadromeus in there with like different family names in like a washing machine, and you just turn on the washing machine, and that's the status of Deltadromeus forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That is
is it
sadly
just
accurate.
Brachiosaurus? I don't want it to be Brachiosaurus because Deltadromeus is a cooler name.
Yeah, Deltadromeus. That's a shame. That's the shame too. Is it sounds so cool, and then you look at it and it's like, okay, it's still pretty cool, and then you learn about all the freaking classification stuff, and it's like, ugh.
But I don't think they ever found a skull of Deltadromeus. I think they found the first things they found were like a scapula, which is like the shoulder bone, and then toe
They have
bone.
a femur, don't they?
Yeah, they had a femur. They found a femur. Yeah, there's like other bits and pieces, but I think they all found it from one specimen so far, which is sort of a shame.
So got the skull on this Camo figure. Jeez,
We'll see
it
if
could
they
be
have
one.
toe bones. They should be able to tell because it's all under the toes.
Yeah. And Spider asking about Megaraptor and its taxonomic history, which is
That
Is our
just-
only material on Megaraptor still just its claws?
there's the claws of the adult, and then they found a juvenile specimen which apparently had like an elongated unilagian like face.
Yeah, that's why they thought it was a Tyrannosaur.
Yeah, and then they like one time
Because it could be kind of like a Quionzosaurus sort of looking thing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know, but end of the day, they just need to find more specimens. That's it. They just need to find more specimens.
There's so many Megaraptorans though. You got Australovenator, you've got the Lightning Claw one.
Yeah, which I don't think it's been named yet, has it?
No, it's still not named.
Oh, damn it.
The day they decide Neovenator is a Megaraptorid, I'm gonna frickin' throw some punches.
Neovenator, I've emailed the museum in Liverpool because their Neovenator skeleton is labeled Megalosaurus, which is
Oh my!
Well, then again, when they first found it, they did actually think it was a piece of Megalosaurus. It's like,
yeah. So I emailed about them, and they said they're
Afrovenator
gonna
is a
come back to
Megalosaurus.
me. So
yeah.
something's telling me they're gonna be like, no, it is Megalosaurus because blah blah. Or they're gonna be like, oh, thank you. We've been meaning to change the sign on that for 20 years.
So it's just like, what they're going to say? Oh, we think it's Megalosaurus because individual variation in the species. Because if you've seen Allosaurus, there's like loads of variation in that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
One
Go
with-
onto Wikipedia. Right. Go onto Wikipedia. Type in Neovenator. The picture in the info box is the skeleton I'm talking about that they claim to be Megalosaurus.
Yeah.
What?
And just, oh, I love that museum so much. It's so great.
Did you hear at the Field Museum, Sue is getting moved to a new area where there's actually going to be like a recreated Hell Creek type ecosystem around her?
Oh, that is so
And then in the main room where she used to be, they're going to have a big Argentinosaurus right when you walk in.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, that is cool.
Maybe they should put like a Giganosaurus in there as well, just to be like, hey, there's a Giganosaurus, but he's still like not cool. He's not cooler than T-Rex because he's weaker. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at that Neovenator skeleton. That definitely looks not like Megalosaurus at all.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
guess
by the way, that
this-
museum, when you walk in, it's a quetz. When you look up.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just really tall, the ceiling, and it's so cool.
Yeah. Well, I think well they haven't even found like an entire skeleton of Megalosaurus. Like they found the one skeleton, and it's like just bits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen
like,
those
that's what
bones in
I've
Oxford.
been surprised lately to learn just how fragmentary our Megalosaur remains actually are, because it's such an old dinosaur to our knowledge.
They found it in the I think it's the Oxford Clay Formation or something like that.
Yeah, I've been to the museum there. It's the best museum in the world.
Yeah.
For one reason. The walking with dinosaur puppets are really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
They've got the Eustrepsipondus puppet in there, haven't they, as well?
Yeah, it's above the skeleton.
Yeah.
They have that dodo. It's so cool. I need to go again.
I've only been to the Natural History Museum down in London, and to be honest, that's pretty cool. And it's a shame they moved. Like decided to retire Dippy.
Dippy! I'm
Dippy
glad I got
was
to see Dippy like shortly before he left.
yeah.
I'm still just the Sue with a proper environment thing. That would be so cool. Unfortunately, not super close to the Field Museum over here. In fact, I'm probably the only one out of us all that I've never been to a museum with dinosaurs at all or any of that type of stuff.
Oh no,
Dude,
you are
no, man.
missing out.
Like the only fossils I've seen in person is my stupid megalodon and sand tiger shark teeth.
Well, then again, it's just casts anyway.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Jason,
mean they're
I'm
probably
jealous. I'm gonna make you really jealous. I'm gonna try
Oh,
finding.
Oh, here we
I
go.
do own a real ammonite fossil though, because
You
I
got
went to
some?
like a
You
little
got
fossil.
There's a museum in Edinburgh, and the first thing that's like at the front door is a huge Diplodocus. Just, like,
nice.
standing up.
Oh, isn't Dippy on like a tour?
Pardon?
Isn't Dippy on a tour around the UK?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't Dippy. That's always been there. This.
Oh,
what are they going to do with Dippy after the tour? Are they going to just like put him away in storage, or are they going to like?
I
donate-
hope they don't. They can't. I won't let them.
If only this Diplodocus knew when it was alive, just what was going to happen with its corpse millions of years later, just hauling it around on tour.
Well, weren't like millions of casts made by that of that
Yeah.
Diplodocus?
So this is my fossil box.
Oh, I want to see this.
Guys, I've got a windowsill bay full of fossils at my father's, but like it's just like too many fossils. I've got to get rid of them.
Gibson, look, it's a trilobite.
Oh, nice.
I've got a trilobite, but it's not here. I can't go and get it.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of fossils, but they're all from Scotland, so they're not very impressive.
I've got some fossil wood that I've found.
Salsipus. I know that's from Scotland. That's it.
Isn't there some good like Carboniferous era remains from Scotland, like some
Yeah.
Arthropleura
But
footprints?
mainly it's like ammonite. So here I have an ammonite section. So it's just like cut in half.
Cross section, nice.
It's really cool.
I
And then I
actually-
have
This,
another ammonite thing.
this is part of a dinosaur.
That.
I think it's from the Judith River Formation.
Ooh,
I've
sweet.
also got an ammonite negative. I don't know if you guys can.
What era and area is the Judith River Formation? I haven't even heard of that.
Oh, I think it's
It's the Spinosaurus.
Judith.
Ooh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gibson, just look at it.
And then I have this one
Take it in, man.
prehistoric shark tooth that I don't know which shark it belongs to, but
Looks
I
like-
gotta get my measly 2 fossils.
so yeah.
I think now we're showing off our fossils. I'm gonna have to go and get mine. Be back in a
I have a
second.
megalodon tooth.
So, this is, I believe, a sand tiger shark tooth, and it's in the rock still. It's never been removed, which is pretty cool. And there's also some little sharp points coming out of the rock that I think are like fragments of more teeth because they're like the same general color and texture as the tooth itself. And then the other thing I have is the generic non-fossil collector's fossil megalodon tooth, because just what is life without that?
Alright, I'm back. I didn't
One
know
of
what
those.
happened.
Just half of one. Matthew Colley. Who's Matthew Colley?
Oh, never mind. That's me. Sorry.
Oh, wrong
Matthew
account.
Colley.
Yeah, I was checking my emails, so let me just leave that.
Oh, and you see this little black spot here?
You're a rainbow.
That's part of a dinosaur eggshell. So
Ooh, nice.
from 2 Medicine.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good frickin' area for fossil bone
'Cause
fossilness.
I've actually been to I've been to 2 Medicine. I've picked up a few fossils. Like this is from 2 Medicine, right here, and so is this. Yeah.
And then I have a cast of a T-Rex tooth.
Oh yeah, I
Just
saw
okay.
that. I thought that was like
Oh,
an
my.
actual tooth. I'm like, where'd you get that, dude?
It came with a big T-Rex skeleton model kit, which I don't have anymore, but I kept the tooth because it seemed
Oh,
keepable.
yeah.
Hey, you got a python.
I know. He's the snake I was telling you about.
Dude, you're so lucky. My parents are scared of snakes. You're like,
Yeah.
it's gonna eat you at night.
Yeah. This is Dick
Oh my
Tracy.
god.
Yeah, this is Dick Tracy after that detective from like 1980s or whatever. But I call him DT for short. He's a settle down boy. But yeah, I brought some fossils as well. Like,
Oh, Matt says he needs a new link.
needs a new link. Oh, sugar.
Oh, never mind. He's here.
Oh,
Alright, I'm back now. Okay.
oh dude, what happened there?
Wait,
What I could never figure out is this just like a polished rock or a fossil of something?
I've got two of these. These are called Orthoceras, and they are pretty much the like ancestors to the ammonites. I think they had like a straight shell.
Interesting.
Oh, these like orthocones or whatever.
Well, I don't think they were orthocones. I think they were just like similar, sort of.
yeah, they're Orthoceras.
I have one fossil, and I don't know where it is, and I don't even have a webcam. So
And I've got two ammonites. I've got this one, which is that's good. And then this one is better. Like this one's definitely better. But oh, God, this snake will not settle down. He's like crawling down my back. He's crawling up my head. He's just everywhere. Why? This was a bad idea. But
The rare hyperball python.
I think he's
Normally,
he's an entry-fire.
I have no idea where this fossil is. I haven't seen it for a while.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. Guys, I gotta go eat lunch, and so I guess I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Lunch, that sounds so
Alright.
strange for me.
Have your lunch.
Yeah, it's blowing pitch black outside.
Yeah.
Past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like 1:18 here.
Please. Jesus, this snake is trying to kill me. He's actually strangling now, which is brilliant. Come on, boy.
Maybe a snake has turned evil. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he's possessed by Crisscross.
Oh,
Crisscross has no chill. Oh well. But yeah, there's like these were like really interesting. I picked this one up for about £1.70, I want to say, from Castleton, which is like in the Peak District. So yeah, that's
Oh, It
mine,
would
like,
be
after the
so
little
cool.
segmented shell section, it kind of goes into this, like, crystalline looking texture. It's really
Yeah.
weird, but
I'm trying to think. Damn it! I got a B in geology, and now I can't remember what. I can't remember if this is pyritization or whether this is something else. I don't know. I can't remember. But I know that, like, on the outside, you do get pyritization, but on the inside, it's crystallization. That's why you get this kind of stuff. Pretty much, some like minerals replace the minerals inside, and then you get this kind of effect.
okay. Because I remember when I first got this, I was like, oh, that can't be real, because it's just so smooth and polished looking, but,
Yeah.
like, oh.
I think what they do is they cut it. I think they get these like this. Like, I think this is the actual animal's like shell. This is like a significant. This is like a significant part. Like, this is where the actual siphuncle, which is like a tube that like monitored the gas in the animal, so they could like float up and down. And then they like cut in half, I guess. That's why you've got like one side like that, and one side like that, and it's just like, cry. It's cut in half. But yeah, it's pretty good. Hang on.
Are there any dinosaurs from Scotland that are actually like interesting?
There's a raptor from Scotland. I forget what it's called. It's like something like Destructor. It's got a really cool name. It's like Destructorus or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's from Dinosaur Britain. I can't remember the name because it's like just so long. Destructor something.
Oh, the only raptor that I remember in Dinosaur Britain were those ones in Stonehenge, which like are Nomendubians.
For everyone talking about orthocone actual names, I am fairly certain that Camarasaurus is the actual genus name of the really large genus that got like 30 feet long with tentacles.
Yeah.
The one that Nigel Marvin rides.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? That, like Diplosaurus, the one with like the really like strange shell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. That's it's got like a weird like curve at the end, or
What is this? Suchomimus is a species of baryonyx. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
Africa, Europe. How does that work geographically?
Well, I think Africa and Europe, they were sort of like really close back in the Sinonian period. I think that's when Supermimus. But yeah, I can't see them. I can't see Baryonyx and Supermimus being in the same genus because they look too morphologically different, in my opinion.
They
Like,
do. The head on Suchomimus looks
yeah,
so
like,
different from the
yeah.
Baryonyx one.
Supermimus seems a bit more gracile as a genus, and Baryonyx looks a bit more robust.
That is true.
And Jack Horner would say, "Oh, Suchomimus is the female, and Baryonyx is the male." Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Long distance relationships, Jack.
And irritated
Jack
as a
Horner would find a
juvenile.
way to say Styracosaurus and Centrosaurus were the same.
Oh, for goodness sake! I heard about that. I think it was someone said Styracosaurus is the male, and Centrosaurus is like a less. I don't know. Something. I don't know. I can't exactly remember.
They don't even look similar.
Yeah, they have very different anatomical structures, very different head structure, obviously, but
Yeah.
different
Still,
skull ornamentation.
the skulls definitely look different just in general.
Yeah. I think that's just when people try to apply like mammal logic to dinosaurs, but dinosaurs aren't mammals.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just like one's got scales and lays eggs and sort of has feathers. The other one is furry and gives birth to live young and is sometimes cute.
And then you'll get people saying, "Oh, T-Rex can't have feathers; it's too big," which makes no sense.
Yeah, but the scientific paper itself even said, "Oh, we don't know if it actually had feathers, but it probably did. But we're just saying it might not have." And they even use like elephants as a comparison. It's like
It's like
ooh.
Mammoths were some of the biggest mammals ever, covered in shaggy fur. Naked mole rats are almost hairless, and they're like this long. Size clearly doesn't really affect integument that much.
Exactly.
And then people are all saying Spinosaurus definitely didn't have feathers because it lives in water, and I'm like, what's a penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've and then Trey the Explainer, he did the thing where he said Spinosaurus might have had whiskers, and I was like, that's a really cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd kind of be like a big carnivorous, like crocodile catfish hybrid in a way.
You know what should
Like the
just
idea of
be
that.
destroyed from this world? Well, not destroyed, but like just shouldn't exist. Private fossil collections which don't let paleontologists in. Like there's a dueling dinosaurs one or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, dueling dinosaurs is privately owned?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the bloody.
So many museums are like trying to raise funds to like buy it.
It's the Bloody Mary specimen with the. They call it an unknown species of Triceratops, even though clearly it's a Horridus. From just basically.
I mean, I haven't really looked at it. I just remember they were like, "Oh, it's Nanotyrannus or something." I don't really remember.
I think Nanotyrannus is its own genus, in my opinion.
I'm really unsure. Like for ages, I was like, "No, it's just T-Rex." But I've been looking at it like a little bit the past few days, and I'm like really unsure.
Yeah, which is
I
like.
don't really think it makes much sense to be its own genus. So.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But I just looked at a paper by Rob Barker last year. Well, I looked at it last year actually. But he said that there's a particular groove on the dentary, which is like the bottom jaw, that is present in Nanotyrannus specimens, but is not present in any T-Rex specimens of any age. And he says it's not due to individual variation because that process was.
I am back.
It was essential for jaw muscles. And he says, and the only ones that have that are actually Albertosaurus and Gorgosaurus. So he says Nanotyrannus is probably an Albertosaurus.
But they've just gone like smaller. Like Gorgosaurus became Albertosaurus. That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
But Albertosaurus is bigger. But then Nanotyrannus is just this like tiny little thing.
Yeah.
And it would almost make sense.
And what niche?
Like, yeah, because on the one hand, you might say, well, you have Archaeoraptor as the really small predator, T-Rex as apex, Nanotyrannus is in the middle, but we already have Dakotaraptor filling that.
Dakotaraptor is cooler than Nanotyrannus anyway. Yeah. Bias again, but I don't care.
I don't know, but I guess hey, we've all got our opinions on the matter, and we could talk about this for days, but you know.
Dakotaraptor is literally a Jurassic Park raptor, though.
Yeah, definitely.
And it has huge arms.
Yeah. And it's like the size of Utahraptor, but it's way less robust and way less heavier. So it's like
yeah, they are quite different.
Yeah, it's just way more agile than like any other like raptor its size.
Yeah. It's like
its legs are like really long as well. Just its limbs.
Yeah, it's like Utahraptor's like a grizzly, and then Dakotaraptor's the polar bear. One's a lot stockier.
Yeah.
Now I just imagine like a Dakotaraptor swimming, which I've done before on Saurian.
Yeah. I
You
think
get chased.
Yeah. And I think there was even some. I even looked on a Dakota Raptor's Wikipedia. I think they even said that there's a possibility it might be an adult version of Archaeoraptor, the other raptor that lives in the.
What? No, they look completely different.
I know, but it's just like It's just like I'm looking. I'm just like, oh, for God's sakes! Again, can we just stop synonymizing things?
Yeah, I think at first it kind of made sense, like Pachycephalosaurus and
Yeah.
Stygimoloch. That was clear, and same with like Nanotyrannus, kind of. But then you get like Triceratops and Torosaurus, and it's like, no.
No, it's just. Even Jack Horner admitted that some of the standards and some of the testing that he did showed up that Torosaurus and Triceratops didn't match up in every single aspect that he measured. And
But
it's like they're the same, even though everything doesn't match up.
there is that one genus which I remember, which kind of lived around the same time, and its frill was like a bit bigger than Triceratops, and it had small like holes which looked like they were starting to form.
Nedoscopes. I think
Yeah,
that's.
that one. And I was like, what is that?
I think it's just a poorly Triceratops. That's it.
Like it's just got like some bone problem.
Yeah. Or maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's the problem with paleontology as well. There'll be so many skeletons which we all think, oh, they're new genuses, but no, they're just like
yeah.
they've just got deformities.
Yeah.
Oh, they're real.
There's a really good website that I've actually used like to do some like research. It's called Paleophile, and it shows you like every specimen under every like not every specimen, but a lot of specimens under the certain species. Like you go to Allosaurus fragilis, and you look at the
Oh,
Allosaurus
first thing
fragilis.
it says on Google Chrome, this site may be hacked.
Oh, that's weird then. He's never said that about mine when I've used it. It's like
Wow.
you go down to Allosaurus fragilis and you just look at the variation in that species. It's like there's like so much variation. That's why in paleontology you've got to generally be careful, like and make an assumption. Like if I was to find like a sauropelta that like was slightly different from the other like holotype specimen, like and then name it something else, like I can just look like a total idiot for doing that. And it's just like, well, it should be more careful. It's like I know, but I thought it was a species on its own, but you know.
So someone in chat says that there's direct evidence of scalation on. I knew about Tarbosaurus, which is one of the ones he mentions. We have some dewlap material, but he also mentioned that there's some evidence of scales in Albertosaurus, Gorgo, and Despleto.
I haven't heard that.
Doesn't the Spinosaurus have those like crocodile lip things?
I think that's the later species.
Which is really stupid. I know.
I don't know.
I think Tyrannosaurs had lips, and I think I have a good reason to think that.
I definitely. I think it just. The thing is that they have enamel present on the teeth, and when enamel is present, you know there's lips there because they correspond with each other. That's why crocodiles don't have enamel on their teeth because they just don't need it.
Yeah, isn't it because they're like they are aquatic, so they don't need that.
They don't need it. They just don't.
Oh, hello, Crisscross.
Oh yeah, Crisscross.
Crisscross is here.
I don't think you got my invite then. Oh no. Crisscross, did you get my invite?
I haven't been reading the chat, I'll be honest.
And Bloodcrest, as usual, is complaining and saying everything's boring and going and saying bye-bye.
I think a lot of people just don't understand some of the stuff we talk about sometimes.
Well, he definitely understands what we talk about on my streams because it's all just stupid memes. And every time before the stream even starts, Bloodcrest almost always shows up and just says, "This is boring." And I'm like,
paleontological debate, I don't understand what you're talking about.
He's clearly a very productive viewer on these streams.
It's just like, do you even paleontology, mate? Do you even paleontology? Because if not, then go and research.
Like the reason this isn't a private discussion and we're doing it live is because we think that this discussion is fairly interesting and we want other people to be able to hear it and interject their thoughts and opinions.
Or either whenever it calls, it bores. So you know. And
I've got a topic.
Go on then.
What's everyone's opinion on Spinosaurus' sail? Because I've heard some things that the sail isn't that on that. You know, it's like bumpy kind of. How it's got like People
It's
are like,
no
"Oh,
longer an even half circle.
it doesn't look like that," and it actually kind of like goes the whole way across, but that one's just like bad.
I don't know. I guess you could say that maybe they put the spines in the wrong place, but I don't know why they do that unless I don't know. But
Unless they're stupid.
or maybe if they said like if they did this and they found like another specimen and they were like, oh, this one's got straight across, and maybe the one that dips is like sexually dimorphic, like the ones that go straight males and the ones that dip down a bit are female.
Or it could even just be individual variation.
Could be, yeah. There could be that. There's a degree of that possibly.
But the sail in general, like, I think it's pretty much a display structure which could have kind of helped with swimming-ish.
Yeah. I also like the shadow to lure fish in.
Yeah, I like that.
Thing.
That was a good idea.
I think that's cool because it seems likely since it's based fairly accurately off of modern bird behavior. And one of the things I'm a little tired of with Spinosaurid sails is the shrink wrapping. I don't think they were a hump, but I don't think they'd have like a little point at the top for every vertebra, and I think they should be a little bit smoother and thicker.
Yeah, exactly. But I think, does anybody think Spinosaurus moroccanus is valid? Because I seem to be the only one who thinks it's valid, even though everyone.
I honestly don't know the difference at all. I haven't really looked.
Is
that the one they think it's Sigilmastosaurus as well?
Yeah, they said that Spinosaurus moroccanus might be a junior synonym to Sigilmastosaurus, but I'm just like, well.
I don't even know what Sigilmastosaurus is, but
is it even valid either?
I think Sigilmastosaurus was this Spinosaurid. Well, they first thought it was like its own species. Then they were like, oh, it's actually a chimera of like Carcharodontosaurus and Spinosaurus.
Well, they both were discovered and described in the same year by the same person.
Yeah, in the same place. They were discovered in the same place as well. So yeah. But I don't know. It's just paleontology is weird. That's it. That's what I'm just going to say about it.
It is.
Yep.
No doubt on that one.
Yeah. And oh, that dig on.
Oh no. I've also heard about Eustreptospondylus was kind of like the missing link between Megalosaurs and Spinosaurs.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I just have my lunch.
Eustreptospondylus.
What did you have for lunch?
Oh, well, I had rice and beans and some other stuff. Like,
Nice.
but I couldn't eat
That's
all
high
of it.
quality.
For some reason, my grandma thinks that I can eat a lot because, like, I'm a teenager now and then I'll, like, grow super fast. But, like, I can, but I can't. Because, like, I can't eat it all at once, but I can eat it, like, over, like, a period of time. Like, I get hungry faster, but I can't eat a lot at once.
Now, see, I'm just a garbage disposal that doesn't gain weight.
Like I can eat like a box of 20 chicken nuggets and just be like, I want more. I need more.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. Many people here have done that.
I've done that after I've been on a big night out drinking and then just gone to McDonald's and be like, 20 chicken nuggets, please, mate.
You just order the whole restaurant.
For me, it's just like sandwiches and toast and anything bread related. I can just anything in the bread area of food.
Bread, but
I just shovel
I
down
really
jam
like
sandwiches
bread
all the time.
Yeah, yep. Same here.
I mainly have, like...
Is that what you do with the leftover stuff from DI Season 4?
Oh, God, yeah. The jam blood.
Make sandwiches.
Oh, boy. Yeah. But
I have to repay everyone for driving you everywhere.
Actually, I think I made a pretty good tea for myself tonight. Okay, so this is what I did. So get ready, because your mind's going to be blown, sort of. I made an omelette. I put cheese, herbs, salt, pepper, bacon, chicken, and, like, I guess that's it. And then I put it on a burger with 2 burgers. How about that?
That sounds so good. But
I made my dinner as well tonight. I made some stir fry, you know.
I don't get people who just like don't like egg. They just don't.
I'm allergic to eggs.
Oh,
well,
that's
eggs
a
are
point.
great.
No.
You have an excuse to go.
The only sad thing about eggs is that, you know, you feel like you're kind of eating baby dinosaurs.
I don't know if
who
you
cares?
look, I don't know if you
Tastes
look at that
nice.
stuff anymore now in the same way.
Yeah.
What do you all think of Oxalea?
I
Weird
think it's just
I
another.
think it's called Oxalia. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, whatever.
You've shattered
It's
my
true.
pronunciation world.
I don't know. There's no pronunciation guide here on Wikipedia. I honestly can't tell what the bone is. Hardly. It just looks like a clump of rock.
Oh yeah, it's like, how did someone tell that was a fossil? Like,
How did someone determine that it's a Spinosaurid that looks like this? Yeah.
yeah.
It seems like there's been a lot of specific classification put into very
Fused
fragmentary
Promaxon.
remains.
Ventral view of the cast of the fused Promaxon.
It's like that one Carcharodosaurid, Sauroniops. How did anybody determine it's a Carcharodosaurid?
I honestly haven't seen what it looks like, but I'm gonna see it now and be so confused. I just know it.
It's just literally a bit of the top of the orbital bone.
What the hell? How do you?
I don't know.
You got some geniuses in this world.
I guess it's because it's got some similarities to Carcharodosauris. I've even said that this is I guess it's maybe a descent, an ancestor to Carcharodosauris because they lived in the same place and around the same time.
Oh my
But then-
god, the bone is just like from the top of the head, and I honestly wouldn't have guessed that just by looking at it.
But it's just another thing. It's just weird because it's like unless there's like certain features of eyebrows in Carcharodosaurid, that's just like you just take a bit and you're just like Carcharodosaurid over here, guys. We got one, found one. Gonna name it something else.
Oh, imagine a modern day like Bone Wars,
Oh yeah.
making up more stuff.
Crisscross is asking if he can join now.
I've sent him an email, but I'm guessing I'm probably gonna have to send him the.
Whoa! Australovenator was not described till 2009. Jeez.
What?
That feels so old.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Walk with Dinosaurs and it's an allosaur. It took them 10 years after that came out.
It does explain why Walking With called it a polar allosaur, though. It really does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a Megaraptoran, so who knows what
But
it is. We'll have
it
to
really-
find out.
It really doesn't explain why Walking Dinosaurs literally just made it look like a bulky-headed, like, allosaurid, rather than giving it the proper, like, more slender Neovenator-looking snout.
Well, they only have
Yeah.
the bottom jaw from Australovenator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the bottom jaw, and then they've got some claws and like other bits and pieces.
Yeah, there's,
I thought it was
like a
more
whole leg.
established.
There's like a whole leg. There's a few ribs.
Yeah, there's that as well.
There is a toe. It's not a middle toe though, so we can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find the middle toe. I'm gonna be like, oh, I know what it is now.
Yeah.
It was the Tyrannosaur.
Oh, Cody's here.
What?
Oh yeah.
Cody, I just watched one of your
Videos
videos
here.
for the first time yesterday.
Whoa.
I'm trying to find. God damn it, YouTube! Why have you done this weird layout thing? I can't send it.
Why does Australia have literally no dinosaurs?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah. Cody,
Lielasaura, Australovenator, Mudaburasaurus, Minmi, and I'm out.
They have
like
sauropods. They have
freaking
lightning
love
claw.
Minmi. I don't even know.
Oh, they do have
why.
lightning claw.
Dude, Kyle.
I mean, it's more than New Zealand. So New Zealand has
Yeah.
like one undescribed dinosaur or something. I'm gonna Google it.
I gotta get some water. I'll be back.
I
Yeah.
read this on Wikipedia. New Zealand dinosaurs.
Wait, have you sent that invite to Cody? He wants to join.
He wants an invite. Right. Okay. I'm gonna. Too many people asking for invites. Right. Okay. Right.
Oh. Wow, there is actually a few dinosaurs known from New Zealand. Oh, they have a titanosaur rib.
I think they've got a megalosaur down there as well, aren't they? I think.
There's something called the Germwithen theropod, and it's like it might be a megalosaur.
Oh
There is
no, Cody.
There's a consognathed as well, as well, known from New Zealand, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's weird.
It's known from literally like a finger or a toe or something,
What?
and it has coprolites. Even better.
How do they know it? That. What?
Maybe
Dino-
it died on the toilet.
It died on the toilet.
They should have named it
Oh.
Elvasaurus.
I knew you were gonna say that. Oh
Leave me
no.
alone.
I was waiting. Elvasaurus, that's what everyone used to call Cryolophosaurus.
Yeah, I know.
Well, someone needs to name a Cryolophosaurus Elvis. In a
Elvis.
series.
Yeah.
Mm.
Too late. I've already got a ridiculous Cryolophosaurus name, so it's fine.
Make Frosty have a mate called Elvis. Well, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Frosty is male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a decent amount of
Damn it.
marine reptiles in New
Sorry,
Zealand.
Crisscross. I don't know how to actually send a message to you unless Facebook, but damn it, I've sent.
Dude, Carl, you can do it over Discord.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't. Oh, it's weird. It doesn't work on my phone. Why doesn't it work on my phone? Oh, hang on, wait. I know how to do it now. Just ignore me. I'm an old guy. Oh, well, yeah, I'm actually like. To be honest, I'm 19. I'm like compared to you guys, I'm like old as coprolites.
There is one dinosaur which I can never pronounce the name of.
What is this dinosaur?
I'm gonna send you the link in Hangouts
Okay.
to the Wikipedia page of this dinosaur.
And if I reckon if I'll probably just look at it and be like, damn, I can't pronounce that either.
Yeah, I think you will.
Right. Ooh, the anticipation.
I've sent it.
Right. Okay. Wait, you send it on the Discord, or did you send it on the
Hangouts.
Oh, the Hangouts. Okay. Right. What's that?
Do you guys remember all those tribute videos?
Oh,
to,
that one. Oh, I think it's called Zebai or something
Oh,
like that.
it's named after someone. I need to find out how this guy's name's pronounced.
I don't know, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Zebai. Zebai.
Pronunciation. Pronunciation. The only one I found is ZB.
Zebi. So I was sort of close.
Why did they have to give it the most awkward name ever?
Oh, hello. We got a ball python party over here.
Get
I
This
wouldn't
is,
mind
uh,
calling it
matching scarves.
Zwizgisaurus.
This is Oz. He is a Brazilian rainbow boa.
Wait, who is this? Oh, it's a snake.
Yeah. Oh,
It's hissing.
rainbow bow, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, so Gibson, what's like the best reptile you could start with? That's not a snake, because my parents are afraid of snakes.
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragons are great temperament. Sometimes they can be difficult to. It can be difficult to perfectly get the lighting and diet set up because it can be a
Could
bit
be
more
hard
complex.
for toilet training as well. It's
I think my best pet I've ever had was a bearded dragon, and he was called Ziggy, and
Oh.
he had a defect. Well, he had a bit of deformity when he was born. Apparently, he got his tail end trapped in his egg, and it was zigzagged. And it was so.
Wow.
But he unfortunately passed away in 2014, just before my exams, and I was absolutely just devastated. Like, yeah, I was proper. It just felt like I'd lost like someone so close to me, and I was just like, no.
I'm not allowed a reptile.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I'm not allowed like any pets, so
Oh,
I have.
not even a cat or a dog. 'cause
People-
My parents and my sister are all allergic to cats and dogs, except for me.
oh man.
Ugh.
Oh, that's
When you move out, it will all be fine.
When I move out, I get
People
a
in the
freaking
chat
cat.
are just saying, "What's the point if you're not going to interact with the chat?" But it's like, you guys aren't even like asking questions or things that necessarily like prompt discussion.
Yeah, this is meant to be like paleontological
Yeah.
debate.
Yeah, and you're all just saying, "Notice us."
Let's
It's
bring
like,
back old
we notice
topics
you,
from the
but-
Discord, like the Spinosaurus versus Gorgosaurus. I don't know. That was an interesting discussion I had.
species though? Are we talking Spinosaurus taurus or Spinosaurus horneri?
I don't know, the one that lived with Gorgosaurus.
So that'd be I think that'd be both of them then. I think.
Yeah, I think it's both. Oh, you
because-
know,
The three-way battle.
Yeah, because Taurus, Spinosaurus taurus evolved into Spinosaurus horneri. So I guess both. I guess to a degree.
Someone just put down a list of Australian dinosaurs, and it's
yeah,
sad he can literally fit it into one entry into the chat. That's kind of sad, but.
Well, Multibosaurus is an obvious one. Leonosaurus, Minmi.
Minmi!
Ozoropson. It's just, oh wait, there's more.
Oh, winner to Titan. I think that one was found on a ranch. There's like
my Minmi.
got a ranch.
Wasn't Minmi named after the street it was found on?
Yeah.
Listen to Cameron. Where the hell's my Minmi? I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
Oh,
I knew he was nearby
I
or
remember. I had an old dinosaur book from when I was a kid. And it was like Minmi is the shortest dinosaur name, and then I had a new one. It was like May is the shortest dinosaur name, and now it's Yi.
Yeah, and now it's just it's Yi Chi because Yi is the genus and Chi is the species. So.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Yi Chi wins.
I remember when I thought Mei Long was the genus name.
Oh yeah,
Mei Long.
Oh, God.
The skeleton of May it's just like curled up in a ball. It's quite cute, but it's dead. So it's not cute.
Cute but morbid.
Speaking of ball, I think I better put him back in his tank because he's getting a bit killed, aren't you, Bob?
Some dinosaurs just died in horrible ways, like the Velociraptor and the Parasaurolophus.
Oh my god.
Serendipitoceratops.
I just want to
didn't
know
there
how the
was a
hell they
Ceratops in
died in
Australia.
that pose. Probably a sandstorm or something.
What about the Ceratopsian monoclonius and like Ceratops and like Angothoma or whatever that are like all invalid? I've heard a lot of people talk about monoclonius, but I'm pretty sure it's like not a thing.
I'm gonna wiki it.
Do you guys?
Monoclonius.
You guys remember that time, like that hoax that happened from like 2014, where these Australian people cloned a Parasaurus, but it turned out it was just a kangaroo baby that they just took.
Oh, that was so stupid! I can't believe people fell for that.
I have not heard of that one.
I've not heard of that.
So there's still a Wikipedia page for Monoclonius, and usually if it's officially dubious, the page is removed, or at least
it says a dubious genus. Well, considering the page for Trachodons, you know.
Oh my God, Trachodon has a page. Never mind.
I have a page for Troodon.
Because I remember, like, I think Anatosaurus and Anatotitan don't even have page. Yeah, I'm just redirected to Edmontosaurus.
Speaking of Edmontosaurus, I have Edmontosaurus and Anatotitan right here.
Wait, I gotta see the figures.
So yeah, I
Wait,
think,
what's the difference? What?
This is Edmontosaurus regalis, which has a shorter skull, and then there is Edmontosaurus annectens, which has a longer skull and is larger. And I think regalis is the one that has the fleshy crest as well.
Yeah, it is.
And I think annectens is more southern, and regalis is more northern.
Annectens is Hell Creek.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Anatosaurus sounds cooler. That's what it's called in Saurian.
Mm-hmm.
Which is rather strange.
There's also a mosasaur called Tanhewasaurus.
I feel like I've heard of that one.
I don't know.
And isolated theropod tracks.
By the way, when we talk about dinosaur injuries, did anybody mention the Allosaurus that got a nut shot from a Stegosaurus?
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't heard of this.
This one is horrible. That's like the worst dinosaur fossil.
Yeah.
Just like, imagine that.
They found an Allosaurus
right in the cloaca.
Yeah, they found an Allosaurus and it'd been nut shotted by a Thagomizer from a Stegosaurus.
Right in the cloaca.
It died from that nut shot, and I'm just like, oh, that's the worst groin shot ever.
And that Stegosaurus is like famous among his herd. Did you hear about that guy? Get an Allosaurus right in the cloaca.
But all his children got eaten at a lake.
Yeah.
By a Deinosuchus that didn't know what it was doing in the Jurassic. It's Jasper.
Why am I here?
Oh no, the teeth.
Allosaurus. It's like the only member of its family if you don't include Saurophaganax and.
Yeah, it's so isolated.
At the moment, there's a debate going on whether Saurophaganax and Epanteris are actually just species of Allosaurus. Like they said, Epanteris is actually the descendant of Allosaurus fragilis, and then Saurophagus. Maybe.
I really hope that Epinteris is its own thing, just because it has a cool name.
I know it's like
Yeah.
it's so fragmentary. It's like that's what happened with Thingy, Troodon, because it was just so fragmentary. The holotype was so fragmentary they couldn't use it as a good comparison. That's why it became.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Allosaurus, and I was like, if Allosaurus becomes invalid,
Yeah, that's what.
I will riot.
that's even worse than Troodon.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
like
like
one of the
Big Al,
worst
so
things
it's
that can
fine.
happen.
Because I've sent you a link on Discord. If
We
you
have
want-
Big Al. It's fine.
Oh, I saw Big Al. Like,
Yeah.
the cast and the actual specimen.
Yeah, I think Big Al is an Allosaurus jumadseni because everyone's like, he's an Allosaurus fragilis, but it's like, no, you look at him, he's Allosaurus jumadseni. I know it's not valid yet, but it's going to be valid, I think.
The only like famous named fossil that I've seen in person is Lucy, because there was a traveling Australopithecus exhibit at a local science center that I went to.
I think there's like 10 species of Australopithecus, and it's like they're all different just because they're like in different regions. And
Well, I feel like more recent animals, there's a lot more species of them.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's purely because mammals may have a higher genetic diversity than reptiles.
Mammals are just easier because they're around.
Big Al had all sorts of injuries. Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah, that's why they made a documentary about
That
Yeah.
toe makes me like cringe just looking at it.
I know.
It looks like a
after
chicken
I saw the Big Al documentary, I'd always like feel something in my toe. I'd be like, ooh,
Ugh.
Big Al.
I shouldn't have gone hunting Dryosaurus that day.
Oh yeah, there's Big Al too as well. There's a second Big Al specimen as well, but that's an unnamed species of Allosaurus apparently. But I think it's a jumadseni as well because similarities.
It's big, Alan.
Big Al. It's big. It's Al. It's two. It's Big Al too. Big Al too.
We need more creativeness.
Grant better return in Jurassic World 3.
Grant
Who's
for
gonna
Jurassic World. Let's make it happen, everybody.
Who would win in a fight? Sue or Stan?
Speaking of Jurassic World 2, do you know what dinosaur they're adding?
Oh yeah,
Has
that
one been confirmed?
Indominus Raptor.
No.
Then there's Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, and Metriacanthosaurus. I think they're confirmed.
There's one
the
thing
first.
though. That's a kind of a bit like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this though?
I
They're
really
adding
hope they finally do
Stitchy
Metriacantha.
They're adding
Wait,
Wait,
they're adding
what are they adding?
Stitchy Moloch.
Why?
Yes, confirmed.
Santa
Sticky Moloch,
Moloch?
they have Pachycephalosaurus.
I know.
Why don't you
Stitchy
just...
Moloch. Yeah.
They'll address that in Jurassic World 3 and just say, oh, that's what we call the growth stages. We just call it just Digimoloch.
Why don't you add Troodon too? God.
And these
You know
people
what's
have
ironic?
freaking Jack Horner as their.
Yeah,
exactly.
they have Jack Horner. How are they? They shouldn't even have Torosaurus, let alone Stitchy Moloch.
Yeah.
If Jack
Anybody-
Horner's the guy.
Eotriceratops. Like, does anybody know anything about that? Because
Isn't it just like a bigger Triceratops?
apparently it's got enough features. It looks almost exactly like a Triceratops, but it's got enough morphological features to be considered a different genus. And I think it's
Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah, but they
Yeah,
found
I've-
more specimens apparently down in Mexico. And I'm like, that's very far from where the first specimen was found. So I'm just like a bit skeptical. Like,
What's it called?
it's called Eotriceratops. Just put Eotriceratops.
It's like Pod's Travels, maybe.
Yeah.
But a Triceratops.
Yeah, it looks
What if they made a
similar.
Triceratops
very
model?
It has kind of a slightly longer looking skull.
Yeah, and
Like
it's like
its beak isn't as tall.
I think there's a lot of differences in the like maxilla, which the cheekbones and stuff like that, and like certain processes and grooves that it has on its skull.
Yeah, you can
Aren't the
definitely see how it's
horns
longer.
It's
Yeah,
The eye looks different.
And its frill is a great deal more square in
but
shape.
that's just the one specimen though. It's like we need more specimens to compare it with and find consistent like morphological features in it to be like Eotriceratops.
Oh yeah, look at the size comparison. It's way bigger.
I know it's weird though, but I think that's kind of weird because I've looked at like size comparisons of different ceratopsian species, and it's like it goes Eotriceratops, Triceratops horridus, and then for some reason Prosus is slightly smaller than horridus. So I don't know if that's dwarfizing to adapt to the changing conditions. Because that's what
What is even in the same tribe?
Neotriceratops.
Because that's what I said about Carcharodontosaurus igudensis. That's why I said.
Oh my god, Titanoceratops. That thing is a huge head.
That was considered to be a Pentaceratops at one point, but then they were like, "Oh no, it's actually closer to Triceratops," and I was like, "Guys,
it looks like a penta. I'm gonna be honest.
Tatankaceratops.
Yeah,
that looks like a young Triceratops in like every aspect.
Yeah.
Triceratops looks like it has really deep fenestrae.
Oh yeah. Oh, damn it. Just paleontologists like putting their names on stuff. That's all they do. They have big egos.
Yeah.
That is.
And damn it, I'm one of them now. So I guess I'll be putting my names on a lot of things.
Yeah, didn't Eobrontosaurus happen because of that? Yeah. Robert Barker, he made Eobrontosaurus because he wanted to bring back Brontosaurus, but it's back now anyway. And Eobrontosaurus is now Brontosaurus.
And then he named Brontoraptor, but then he found out later it was actually just a bit of Torvosaurus.
And why would you put raptor in the name of a megalosaur?
I have no idea. Well, then again, you could make that argument for Oviraptor, I guess.
yeah, but at least Oviraptor, like that's part of the family's name now. Oviraptorosaurus.
Yeah.
Wow, there were 3 species of Brontosaurus.
Yeah, there's Brontosaurus excelsus, Brontosaurus parvus, and Brontosaurus yahani or something like that.
Yanapin, yeah.
I only remember excelsus.
And our Parasaurus only has 2 species.
Ajax
and
I think.
Wow, I was looking up ceratopsian scale charts, and I found one of just like some of the biggest dinosaurs they have. Oh yeah, just from the 5 major groups: Mergencephalia, Theriophora, Theropoda, Ornithopoda, Sauropoda. They have a trike, a steg, a spino, a shant, and an argentino.
Yeah.
Sorry, mom alert.
It just seems so weird that Brontosaurus is back.
It does, but I've looked at like comparative like specimens in the vertebrae. They use the vertebrae as the big comparison, and they are quite different from our Parasaurus. Like when you compare the vertebrae, very different. And I think they said when they plotted them on this chart, they said if it has a 20% difference from other sauropods, it's considered its own species. So,
just to interject, the only thing I wanted to say regarding that chart is shants are freaking huge. So that's all I had to offer.
Shantungosaurus is huge.
Shantungosaurus is underrated.
It's in the Isle, which is the only reason people know it exists.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Cody's asking.
It's going to be a pretty exciting discovery that's going to be announced in the future. Like, I went to like 2 medicine once, I told you. I met this paleontologist, and I pretty much like talked with him the whole day. And he told me about like future things, and I got really excited.
I think there's like 3 specimens of Torvosaurus that are actually being unveiled, being worked on. I can't remember where, but I know there's 3 that are being worked on.
That also, when I met him, he told me, I'm pretty sure he revealed Daspletosaurus horneri to me. Like, it didn't have a name yet, but he was like, yeah, we found a new species of Daspletosaurus here.
I think there's a 3rd species, Daspletosaurus, that hasn't been named yet. I think it's under the name of the Sir William specimen at the moment.
Do you think more species of Tyrannosaurus are going to happen?
There was actually going to be 2 species of Tyrannosaurus at one point.
Oh, do you guys remember Tyrannosaurus dominium, or whatever it was?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's been Imperius, there's been Dominion, there's been and Sue was originally going to be her own species. She was going to be something like Tyrannosaurus Stanosaurium or something like that, but then that
should be Stan.
Yeah, but I don't know why. But it's just they backed out on it because they're like, oh, actually, she's just a very robust, very old female, or I don't know what. Well, then again, there's that whole gender thing earlier this year where they're like, oh, we can't actually identify sexual dimorphism in dinosaurs, so Yeah, we don't know if
Cameron, you unmuted you unmuted yourself, Cameron.
Yeah,
Oh.
Cameron's been muted for a bit. I don't know if he's realised.
Sue versus Stan.
Wasn't
Sue would win.
Sue? Yeah, larger.
Bigger.
Wasn't there something recently on Stegosaur sexual dimorphism?
Oh yeah, it's like one had like rounder plates and one was more like tweety
Oh
ones.
yeah, that was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite a while ago now.
Stegosaurus genus.
Oh, no, that was actually.
It's called Hesperosaurus, or it's called Stegosaurus moose, but it's not valid. So they keep calling it Stegosaurus moose. I'm just like, it's Hesperosaurus.
There's 3 species of Stegosaurus because like Armatus was not a thing anymore.
I know, and I was annoyed because it was my favorite species. Because I don't know if this.
Armada sounds awesome. Way cooler than Stenops.
I don't know if this figure's based on Armatus, just because of the throat armor. But I just love like Armatus just because it's so big and it's just like got armor. Its name.
Well, Ungulatus is pretty big.
Yeah, I think Ungulatus differs from like skull, from shapes of its skull and plates and stuff like that. But then there's like those guys back in
Stenops
2010.
is tiny, jeez.
Yeah, it was like those guys back in 2010 who were like trying to synonymize all 3 Stegosaurus species together and then say Brachiosaurus and Hesperosaurus are actually species of Stegosaurus. I'm just like, okay, there's variation in species, but there's not that much variation. Calm down. Whoa.
Yeah, Ungulatus and Stenops have a very, very clear difference.
Yeah, and I think Ungulatus now has been like restricted only to Portugal because they said that recently North American Ungulatus specimens might actually just be Stenops. So there's that.
What even is Sulcatus?
Sulcatus, I think, is like sort of in between Stenops and Ungulatus.
Why is Stenops even the type species if Ungulatus came first? What the
I
hell?
don't know. It's just.
Why?
Because
Well, I know
Stegosaurus Stenops kind of rolls the tongue, probably.
Yeah, I know Ungulatus has like different feet, like in a way, like because that's why they named it. Because it's like, oh, hoof feet. It's got hooves. When no, it doesn't have hooves.
And they used to think it had 8 phagomiters.
Yeah, that was a bit dumb. And then the
Terra model. I have that.
Yeah, that's out from the model. I'm just like, oof. Wait, Crisscross asked, do I miss Troodon? I don't know.
I miss Troodon heavily.
I don't know. I guess it makes sense as a whole because of the status of the holotype for it to become invalid, but I don't know. I guess the name was really cool, and the name it felt like it should have been a more popular dinosaur than what it was.
Troodon was quite a popular dinosaur.
It was, but it's like not in the general public eye. Like I feel like it should have had that status.
I mean, it's probably in the top 20 most popular dinosaurs.
Definitely, yeah, it's in the top 20. But it's like when the public eye think of like dinosaurs, they think of Stegosaurus, T-Rex, Brachiosaurus, Triceratops. They don't think of Troodon, Saurophaganax, Carcharodonsaurus, or
Saurophaganax and Carcharodonsaurus probably aren't in the top 20.
No, which I'm sad about.
Giga might be. Giga might be, but all the non-dinosaur fans that know about it probably pronounce it Gigantosaurus.
Oh god.
Well, I think it's like Godzilla because of Ark.
Yeah.
It's so overpowered, jeez.
Yeah.
I remember when it was revealed for Ark and I was so happy they were adding it, and then I'm like, why is it so big?
I think Ark, what they actually did is instead they just decided that their versions were actually just going to be new species of those genera.
Yeah, they are, but it doesn't make that much sense. But I mean, it's just a game. It's meant to be.
It's just a game.
The lore is like they were genetically modified.
Yeah,
It makes more sense.
I don't look at it that much, but then again,
I play it. It's a fun game. I named some of the characters up from Dinosaur Island as my teams. That was worded horribly.
Teams with dinosaur. Sorry, we all do.
It's cool how each dinosaur does a different thing, though. I mean, some of them do the same thing. Like Triceratops and Stegosaurus are identical, except Stegosaurus is better. I don't know if anyone here even plays Ark. Except
I don't play Ark. I've played on.
I play Ark.
The Parasaurolophus knows how to speak English.
I still really want to find a Eutyranus on Ark because they're meant to be overpowered.
What is this?
Nah, but the Giga's so freaking huge, though.
The Titanosaur. It
Oh
has
my
like
God.
mountains on its back.
Its poop is bigger than like you. You can stand inside it.
Oh yeah.
Have to go fight them.
I tracked down a Titanosaur for like an hour just trying to wait for it to poop.
The only bad thing about the Titanosaur though is it slowly dies of starvation. It won't let you feed it, so you can only have it for a short amount of time. And it's
Yeah.
incredibly hard to tame. You need to like shoot cannonballs in its face.
Yeah.
And then the Liopleurodon is even more stupid. It disappears after like 20 minutes of you using it.
Why?
I don't know. It's quite useful though, but you have to keep taming it and taming it and taming it.
That's so stupid though.
And it leads 60s. Jeez.
Oh, at least 60.
Can
It
you
just
even
comes
tame
up-
that?
No, you can't. It's just there in the wild. It will just jump
Yeah.
up and eat you. Only point it exists.
I wish you could tame it though.
Yeah. Well, you can finally tame Titanoboa. You didn't used to be able to do that.
What, you can tame that now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
And it was
cool.
going to be you could tame the piranhas, but I don't see what they would do except
I mean,
be
you could
annoying.
have just a big swarm of
No.
mega piranha. That'd be great.
Wait, we've got two dig on dashes here. What's going on, dig on?
Oh well, I
He's
so
multiplying.
my iPad
Multiple.
my iPad ran out of battery, so
Oh, right, that makes sense. Double dig on.
I was charging it and it somehow ran out.
Dig on Dash's special ability is that he can multiply himself. Go for it.
I will say, Ark introduced a lot of obscure species to the world, which like a lot of people kind of know now. Like
Yeah.
especially like Argentavis, which like is one of the most useful creatures ever.
Oh, yeah.
The
Argentavis.
RG.
Argentavis.
Argentavis. Oh yeah, that guy.
So good.
I
All
don't
my
know.
friends
They
at
look
school
like
like know
eagles,
nothing
though.
about dinosaurs or anything like that, any paleontology, but they know like so many things because of Ark.
Yeah, same. I
I'm
like,
like, they
Oh,
come
yeah.
to me and they're like,
most
"Oh
of them
yeah, I was
know.
just using a Phiomia this morning." I'm like, "Okay."
Everyone
How the
just
hell do you
calls,
know?
all my friends just call Fiumias pigs because let's be honest, they're just big pigs.
They're so
They're
cool
elephants,
though.
but
I love Phiomias.
they're so useless in the game.
Nah, I just like them at a low level because it's like something you could just walk about with.
Yeah.
Well, usually the first tame is a Dilo.
Yeah,
I named mine Silas.
or a dodo.
Dodo
I named
doesn't
mine
do
Diggy.
anything. What does a dodo do?
Nothing, but it's a good first. It's like what I always tame first somehow. It's just the first thing.
A dodo. Dodo.
There's some dinos in the game which are meant to be pets, like the monkeys and
The
the compies.
those ugly looking, what are they called again?
Pegamastus.
No, like the wee dog lizards on the beach.
What was-
I can't remember what they're called again.
What the hell was that echo?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Oh my.
Okay, we just found out that Matt has the power of what's his face? Black Bolt from Marvel. Yeah. Jesus.
I just shouted Pegomastax and it just. But that's so annoying in Ark. But the only thing more annoying is Ichthyonis.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because Pegomastax
You know what's
steals
annoying?
something
When
from
a
you and
lone
runs away.
compy runs up to you and it acts all friendly, you walk like 10 feet and there's like 20 of them surrounding you. It's like, why?
It's just like Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
That's the law.
I'm afraid there's not enough to go around. And then you just get eaten.
You know,
Except they actually kill you.
The
I
most
go to
annoying
the
thing.
Ark. Every time I go to the Ark wiki and I go to the Dilophosaurus page, I get triggered because it says like, yeah, Dilophosaurus is a small thing. It's weak. It's a coward. It'll run away from anything. And I'm
Spat
like,
venom.
what have you done?
Yeah,
Had a frill.
on the wiki it says Dilophosaurus will run away from you. They usually won't attack you. They are evil enough.
Yeah, they just
will just
bolt at you when you're on the beach. They're just disgusting.
Maybe the way
Yeah.
running away from you is running through you. Like at first.
Yeah.
No,
They're
definitely
just
not.
like a bit confused, like, oh! And then just all of a sudden you're just there, and then they're just like, oh! And then just destroy you.
Thank you to the 3 people that still care enough to be here.
Yes, sort of popular-ish.
yes.
Oh man. Oh well. Thank you to all those people who've been advised.
But you know what I don't get on
Dude,
Ark?
Kyle, you're so underrated. You're super underrated.
I don't get Pachyrhinosaurus.
I'm fine being underrated.
It's so bad in Ark.
I don't know what they do
Dude.
except they make a spray. They're like a skunk. What the hell? Who
I
thought
feel
of
like they should just have the same ability as the Pachycephalosaurus, to be fair.
that? What's the point in them being in the game?
I don't know.
But then again,
Dude,
the
honestly,
Stegosaurus
they
and the
have, like,
Triceratops.
I think they're
do
just
the same
adding them
thing.
to keep the game like fresh. Really.
They
They're just
honestly,
repeating
they
the same
just have
thing.
like animals that share the same abilities. Like they had the raptor, and then they added the terror bird, but it can like glide or like
Yeah,
Oh, the
fly.
terror
the
bird
terror
is
bird
so
is
cool.
hilarious.
I guess that's what they kind of do with that game, Carnivores. Has anybody played that game?
No.
Oh, the dinosaur
like-
hunter.
Me
Yeah,
and my
that.
friends.
Yeah, I played it
love
on
that.
iPad for a while. Yeah.
I jumped on the terror bird and my friend was on a quet, lifted me up really high in the air, then just dropped me and we just flew down on the terror bird. They're like chickens on Minecraft.
They're just crazy, man.
The Quetzalcoatlus was just like, I've got the payload. I'm gonna drop it.
Yeah, chickens in Minecraft are just hilarious because they never fly up, but then if you knock them off a cliff, they just go.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a chicken bomb on Minecraft?
Yep. Just when you put them in a cauldron.
Oh, okay.
No, this is when you put a block really high up on creative mode, just spawn like 1,000 chickens on one spot and they won't move. Then you just break that block, they all fall down, and they all go into a weird shape where it looks like a little rocket. And then they just hit the ground and it just like breaks your piecing and they just go everywhere.
Sounds fun.
Oh. Talking about Minecraft. The
Yeah,
dinosaur
this
mod
is
for
amazing.
Minecraft. It's surprisingly like accurate.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, like your fossils and archaeology.
Jurassic
The
Craft or
fossils-
Fossils and
Fossils and
Archaeology?
archaeology, of course. Jurassic Craft is really stupid.
They ruined it. They absolutely ruined it.
Didn't they have one where it's like time travel?
Yeah.
Fossils and
Had
archaeology is
Megalodon in
meant to
it,
be
that
our
one.
thing, time travel.
Chris Cross is just like, why are we all talking about Minecraft? And then there's just me who doesn't play Minecraft at all. Just like,
I mean,
Minecraft?
I remember when you had to enable feathers in the commands to like, and we were on the server.
Oh,
and I had
yeah.
I had T-Rex, and I said to all my friends, "Oh, you should enable feathers for all the dinosaurs." And they were like, "Why?" And I was just like, "Do it." And they actually were like, "Oh, they actually look really cool." And it wasn't the answer I was expecting, but the T-Rex did look really cool until
Dude,
I
I've
fell
just
off a cliff.
I can remember I told my mates, I used to tell my mates that dinosaurs were all feathered, and I've never had a friend just say to me, "Oh, you're telling lies." They were all like, cool. It's just like,
Yeah,
Like-
no one's ever said that to me. My friends know. I think they just kind of have preferences when it comes to certain dinosaurs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, honestly, I feel like the people who don't like feathers have this kind of complex that that's some sort of majority opinion, but it's really not. It's a
Maybe
pretty
people
small
don't.
group of
Maybe
people.
people just
The
find it kind of
average person,
fascinating.
when they learn that, are just like, oh, that's interesting, kind of weird, but okay, you know.
it's like people who can move on from like the Jurassic Park stuff, and there's people who just can't because they're just like, oh no, but Jurassic Park is awesome, but scales. It's just like
Yeah, it's like, I'll admit the type of like mid 2000s kind of some feathers but not many super
Yeah.
shrink wraps like Raul Martin Walking with Dinosaurs. Like, I'm still attached to that nostalgically, but I'm able to logically move on from it.
Yes. I mean, I don't see why people find it so hard. Like,
I
I still enjoy the Jurassic Park T-Rexes.
Yeah.
I can enjoy them for what they are. But
What do you
I
guys
can
what do you
understand
guys
that
think
that's
about
not what
Prehistoric?
they want. Prehistoric Kingdom.
I don't even.
That's I think that's that. Oh, what is it?
I got the demo. It's like Mesozoica, but doesn't have a really bad development team.
and there's no shrink wrapping.
Mesozoica's Dakota Raptor was revealed on the same day as the Saurian Dakota Raptor, and then Mesozoica was trying to diss Saurian's Dakota Raptor. But
Yeah.
that Dakota Raptor was horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna look up both, even though I pretty much remember what the Saurian one looks like.
I reckon Rebor and Mesozoica would probably just make a great couple and probably have a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've said countless times, Mesozoica is the Rebor of the game of dinosaur games.
Yeah. It's
And
just
Ark is like Schleich, I swear.
yeah.
They just don't
Yeah,
take
like
it.
it's
Yeah.
kind of weirdly fun, even though it's bad.
I honestly swear some of Ark's dinosaurs just look like Schleich ones.
And then Saurian is like Safari Ltd with a splash of Collecte in there.
Oh yes. So by
Those
that
two
you mean
companies
it's the best.
unite. Safari.
Oh
Calypso
my
would be
God,
pretty.
Mesozoica's Dakota Raptor is so hideous. Jesus.
Guys,
Actually, I haven't
guys,
seen this. I'm gonna look at this.
It's not just inaccurate, it's genuinely just ugly as heck.
It's shrink wrapped. The
It's
tail was the first thing I
Mesobloica.
noticed. And the arms as well.
And then you compare it to Saurians, and Saurians is just like a gorgeous bird of prey.
Oh, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn
God,
it.
the head
I
looks
didn't
like
know
a-
you had the Shycacro up there, but okay.
Yeah, but burn them both at the same time in the same place, and then burn the ashes. This is actually terrible.
For Ark, there was like a really popular mod. It was like the only mod that actually added a dinosaur. It was like Acrocanthosaurus, and I don't even know what it did, but it was really popular.
Primal Carnage? Something like no, it wouldn't have been
Primal
that.
Carnage's acro is pretty nice, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
the way they've done the spine and the sail on that is actually pretty good. It just looks like it's got muscle connected to it. And I think
Primal Carnage is a mixed bag, to be
it
honest.
is a mixed bag. Yeah,
It was like one of the
Yeah.
first dinosaur games I even knew about. And
Same.
it's been around like longer than most of these other ones, but it's kind of not. It feels like it hasn't been. Like even though it has seniority, it doesn't. It just never quite got super popular.
There's
feels
this
like
one map.
Wait, Connor?
There's this one map where humans always die because every one of the dinosaur team will just go to Pteranodon and drop you into the ocean.
it feels like it should be one of those games that's got like a bit of a cult following, but it's an upper stage of that, in my opinion. It's not really popular in some areas.
The Isle.
The Isle's not really popular.
Yeah.
Mesozoica is gonna no. People keep saying Mesozoica's gonna be killed
It's
Oh, Joe.
because of Jurassic World evolution.
Jurassic World. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait to
Mesozoica.
play.
I really hope it gets killed by that game. I don't want Prehistoric Kingdom to die though because
No, Prehistoric Kingdom is quite
No.
good.
I have to tell you.
I don't
Oh,
think Prehistoric Kingdom will
oh.
die because it has like, it's unique
Okay.
and it's like accurate.
Yeah.
Mesozoica says,
like
"Oh yeah, we have dinosaurs for everyone. We've got inaccurate ones, and we also have accurate ones. They are actually real because
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh yeah, look at our inaccurate dinosaurs for Jurassic Park lovers, and they'll be like, they'll look like the Jurassic Park ones, and they'll look like really nice for Jurassic Park fans. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, we have accurate ones too, which just look horrible, just like what
Dude,
we
have you seen their Mosasaurus?
Yeah, they
Want to?
their
Nope.
Mosasaurus. They didn't give it a tail fluke and said it was accurate because they asked a marine biologist and they said only sharks.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah. Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
Dude,
it was bad.
dude, they're Fabiani.
Oh, that artist! I hate
like-
him so much. He's so bad at modeling.
He's like, yeah, we like feathered dinosaurs, and then I find him in this.
He can't do
so I see this-
feathers. He can't make feathers.
What's that one
I-
guy that does inaccurate? Like he just puts things on pterosaurs in his reconstruction.
Oh no, that guy.
David
Yeah,
Peters.
that guy. is
David Peters, yes.
Yeah. What is going on in his mind?
I feel like he's just an awesome bro.
Someone just used the term feather Nazis, and then someone corrected it to feather loyalists. We're trying to be
Yes,
politically
feather
correct about
loyalists.
feather Nazis now.
Feather Nazis, like if we're feminazis. You
Oh
mad?
yeah, so
Feather Nazis,
I-
just
But
give
Actually,
everything tenacious feathers.
I just like to say to all those non-feather believers, just because we're moving with the times doesn't mean we're feather Nazis.
Now, if
I-
you're putting them on sauropods, then that's a line that can be drawn.
Sauropods.
Good mistakes. And there's me who actually thinks that maybe some feathers on some sauropods could be good.
I think the new family tree refinements separating sauropod and theropoda more kind of rule that out a bit.
You said at one point, Gibson, that you said sauropods might not even be dinosauria, and at that point I was just like,
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I know why he said that though. It's because
Yeah, I
like
think what he's
the
saying-
definition is like house sparrow and triceratops, so it wouldn't actually fit. But they
Yeah.
changed it to Ardiplodokus.
yeah. And I think that initial study, I think it was done by a student, and his professors just came across it and were like, this kid's onto something. And I think they did something like 140 characters, like 140 morphological features over 40 different species and stuff like that, and they noted like 40 different things that make Ornithoscelida, and it's just like, This is so cool. It's like it
Looking
makes
back at the old
It really.
theory, it seems so stupid. Like, it's
I think-
just. It feels like what they did with the old family tree. It was just like nobody ever updated because nobody was like, it's wrong. Everyone was just like, it's just that's just the way it is. It's just like hips.
No one questioned why theropods and sauropods were so close.
But I think Ornithoscelida as a concept isn't even actually that new. It was actually proposed just before.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
I looked at the name on Wikipedia and it was old, so I was getting confused.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised about that. I was like looking at it, I was like, this isn't an old idea. I mean,
Oh my god, wait. Does Scalida come from Scalidosaurus? Like, is it the same?
oh no.
Because Scalidosaurus has such a funny name. Because it's like, it means rib of beef lizard. And it's not meant to mean that.
It's like, somebody say my name?
Oh no.
Yeah. One of my friends bought me this for my birthday, and I like instantly looked in the mouth. I was like, "Teeth with a beak, collector. You've moved past this quite a while."
Hang on. Wait, let's see this. What is it? I need to see.
I have a funny story. Like, so, Fabiani's like, oh yeah, we're not like, we don't hate feathers and all. And then like, I see this group called Scales and Feathers. Can't we just have both? So I go into there. I'm like, maybe it's a group where like there's not too much fighting and stuff. So I was like, okay, And then I go. It's like, it's really just people dissing on feathers. I go to the very first post, and there's this guy getting mad at the Saurian T-Rex, and then Fabiani's like, yeah, we don't like the mammal fashion on dinosaurs.
Oh.
Mammal.
Who said anything about mammals?
To be honest, it's just like, well, sorry if they had warm blood. Sorry about that, but we can't change that, so just deal with it.
And I was like, dude, you just got exposed.
Oh.
I mean, it's like I don't like that Carcharodontosaurus is like smaller than Giganotosaurus, but I have to deal with it. Well, I think it's smaller.
Wait, Carcar's smaller now?
I don't know. It changes. I don't think they've actually got a different size. I think there was one time I heard it being 15 meters, and Giganotosaurus being 16. Then they dropped it down, and then at one point they said Carcharodontosaurus was like 10 meters. I was like, wait, what?
I just realised. How long was Brachiosaurus considered the biggest dinosaur? So it was like a very, very long time.
It was a very long
Because
time.
when it was named in 1903, they declared it the largest known dinosaur, and in One with Dinosaurs, they said it was the biggest dinosaur.
Yeah. Well, I was just about to say, would it be the biggest dinosaur of the time in Walk with Dinosaurs? Because it was in the Jurassic, but then again, you've got Cybersaurus and.
Because I think even Giraffatitan was like slightly larger.
Yeah. But back then, Giraffatitan was considered in the same genus as Brachiosaurus. It was called Brachiosaurus bronchi or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is Giraffatitan bronchi.
Yeah, and then they.
Isn't Brachiosaurus?
I think Giraffatitan is bigger, yeah.
Yeah, Giraffatitan is bigger, and then they said Brachiosaurus is now more closely related to like Europasaurus and stuff like that, and Giraffatitan's on a separate branch.
Oh, they're still both in the same family, though.
Yeah, they are the same family, but they're more like.
They're both macronarians.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Well, I'm looking at the cladogram. Brachiosaurus is like Europasaurus split off first, then Giraffatitan and Spinosaurus, and then all the others.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was Giraffatitan earlier then? Let me have a look.
I think they're the same time because.
No, Giraffatitan's after Brachiosaurus.
Are they? Oh, right. Oh, okay then. Well, to be honest, North America and Africa were connected at that time, so it does make sense, sort of. But then again, I don't know. Because I wasn't there. Or was I?
I mean, you've got Brachiosaurus and Stegosaurus, and then you've got Giraffatitan and Kentrosaurus.
Yeah.
And I swear they still had Coelophysis around that time as well.
Isn't Brachiosaurus like 83 feet long or something?
It's around 80.
It's around, I think the official size for it was like 26 meters or something like that?
It's 20 meters.
20 meters,
Wait.
okay.
Oh,
I don't know
26 meters is an estimate, yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. And it's like, what, 10 meters tall, something like that? But then again, you've got that's when they were like, it was upright, and now they're just more likely to like that, like overhanging a bit. So maybe a bit less. So I don't know.
What I think is interesting is that I never realized how small Camarasaurus is. Like only 60 feet. It's like the size of a shant.
Well, it depends on what species, because there's like 3 species. Well, there was 4, there's now 3. But I think the biggest is Supremus at 60 feet. Yeah.
And then even a Apatosaurus was like only around the 70 range. Only.
Only.
But
Yeah.
compared to, you know, Diplo and Brach that were closer to 90 or 80 at least, you know.
And you guys know that Paleoloxodon like elephant that I would like to be made into a figure by? I think it was like Collecting or something like that. Said a prediction video. It's heavier than Diplodocus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Diplodocus is 15 tons. I think the biggest Paleoloxodon species is Paleoloxodon antiquus or something like that, and that's like 22 tons. It's even heavier than Parasaurolophus. I can remember just looking at it and it's like, that's a big ass elephant. That's a huge elephant.
Also, that's a good name, Paleoloxodon. That's
I forgot. But yeah, there's like something like 6 different species. I did a prehistoric subject files episode on it because I was like so fascinated by the fact that there's one, the biggest species.
Man, the tusks on Paleoloxodon are huge.
Yeah, yeah. There's like the smallest species is like the size of a dog, and then the biggest one is like bigger than Parasaurolophus. I'm just like,
Wait,
my
you're
God.
saying that
The
this
frickin' The rhino
Paleoloxodon
giraffe.
weighs more?
Jesus.
oh yeah, do you know that now?
Rhino giraffe, what? Parasaurolophus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think about Silvertherium or whatever it is. I can't.
No.
You know
Parasaurolophus
what's-
is a freaking rhino, but it looks a lot like a giraffe.
Yeah. Has anybody seen that reconstruction of it where it's like it's got elephant ears and a trunk?
Oh yeah,
That-
yeah, I've seen that.
I think I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. And I was just like looking at it, I was like, no.
I've seen one just like
Please no.
an upper lip, kind of like a black rhino.
Yeah. And there's like the old restoration where it's like all hunched over, it's like all massively bulky and stuff like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
don't really match what the fossils say about its muscularity and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a word, muscularity, but it is.
Parasaurolophus has gone by so many names.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I still call it Indricatheer.
yeah. I
Yeah.
do that sometimes too.
I like Parasaurolophus.
I just call it
Brachiosaurus.
Parasaurolophus because when I was first introduced to it through freaking
Parasaurolophus.
Ark.
You weren't introduced to it through Walking with Beasts. What?
No, I had never seen Walking with Beasts until recently.
It's
Dude!
Dude,
that was like my
sorry.
favorite episode.
At least
Walking
I've
with
seen it, though.
Dinosaurs was the thing that hooked me on dinosaurs when I was like 2 years old. Like, it's just, I can remember just
Walking with Dinosaurs. Wow.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's weird because now I've come to appreciate Walking with Beasts and Walking with Dinosaurs a bit more. It seems like whenever they mention dinosaurs in Walking with Beasts doesn't feel like its own entity. It just feels like a part of Walking with Dinosaurs. It's like each series should be its own entity.
Yeah, just.
Yeah. And it's just,
I used to like Walking
Just-
with Beasts more than
okay.
dinosaurs because like I was always sad because of that last episode of Walking with dinosaurs. Like
yeah.
I knew like they were gonna go extinct, but then I saw the mother T-Rex die like before the extinction. I was like, no, no.
Whoa.
Like I
It
wanted
is
her to
pretty
die
dark.
during the extinction, not-
Parasaurolophus had a good run. It lived for 11 million years.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've got to
Can I
think.
ask a question? Why has a company not made Elasmotherium yet?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
I know, it's just
Elasmotherium.
it's like I would buy it straight
And then
away.
there's a site.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, it's like Russian people have seen Elasmotherium alive and well, but they've like depicted it wrong, so you know it's all fake and stuff. It's just like in a
The
picture.
Elasmotherium picture on Wikipedia looks so strange.
Yeah.
It's the skull.
It's like when you like look at the length of like a particular genus, you've got to consider that all those species didn't live like all at the same time, all that length. Like you would have had like one species live like 2 million years, and then it descends into another one, and it like just goes extinct, stuff like that.
What I'd like to
That's,
see is a good Calicatheer of some type.
Yeah.
figure-wise.
I mean, we got Meropus.
Yeah, we
but
got Meropus.
It's not on his knuckles because that's one of the only ones that don't
Yeah,
go on
I
its
think we
freaking
want
knuckles.
like kind of like a
I
theory.
want a
Of,
Gigantopithecus.
Mm.
but I think Gigantopithecus would look good like knuckle walking.
Wait, when did the Chilechosaurs go extinct? Was Meropus the last one?
I don't know, but I know there's something like 5 species of Meropus or something
Wait,
like
they only became extinct like less than 1,000,000 years ago.
that.
I
Yeah.
thought they went extinct before that.
Let it go run then.
Wait. I have a
Someone-
question for you guys. Like, I don't know.
What? You gone mute, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go. I didn't want to interrupt you. So.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh. Like the Schleich Dino Gorgon. Do you guys know if it's a mini or not?
Ooh.
I don't think
We don't know anything about the size of it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think it would matter really compared
By
to
the way,
how big it actually is.
That figure, I looked to the skull of Dino Gorgon, and Schleich have slightly disappointed me because it's inaccurate, and I'm just like, oh. And they've done a Gorgonopsy. I mean, a Gorgonops, like the genus. They've kind of done the skull of that a bit, and I'm just like, close.
We can't expect every Gorgonopsid to be as nice as the Safari and a Stransevia.
I know.
Hey, so I'm trying to think. There's a Safari Gastornis, then Collecta has the Kalinkin. Has anybody made a Forest Rakos? Or are
Nope.
we still waiting?
Mm.
We're
No,
still waiting.
I think
Here's a
Coyote probably made one. They've made everything.
Yeah, dude. Kyoto's made like every single genus.
Yeah, they really have. Well, honestly, Collecta probably has the biggest range of genre.
Oh no, I used to be scared of this. Do you remember the Dinosaurium in Walker Beast? I just used to find it scary.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's
where
such
did you
an
find
aggressive-
the 2 Safari models for 2018? Like the images?
Oh,
I got them
there's
from-
this
Go on the
guy-
Dinosaur Toy Forum.
Facebook.
I'm the only one here that's actually like active on Dinosaur. I'm a hero member. I have 550 posts. Yes.
I joined, said one thing, a couple people said welcome, and then I haven't been there since.
The diorama contest is over.
Oh yeah, I was gonna enter that, but then I was like, eh.
We should all enter it next year.
But
Yeah,
I
I'm
go from
definitely
there.
entering it next year.
put like a post on it saying, hey guys, I'm like sort of a bit about whether I should take these dinosaur figures with me to the university. So I just put a list of every single dinosaur figure I have, and people are just like saying, get Kyoto, and I was like, no, just no, I can't.
Oh yeah. Barnacle, I just found that thing you're talking about on the forum. It's not Argentinosaurus that's going to the Field Museum. It's Patago Titan.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that makes sense. Patago, yeah. Patago Titan.
Hey, and getting back to terror birds, what is the status on Diatrima? Is it just a
It's just Gastornis, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff, I think.
And it's like, it's just a Gastornis, that's it.
I used to
It
have
sucks
so
because
many
Diatrima is a better name. I'm sorry, but it.
Yeah.
Diatrima. I don't like it. I think it's just because I'm used to Gastornis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
like
can't believe
Diatrima.
none of these big companies made a Forest Rakis yet.
I
I'm so
don't know.
mad.
What's the whole thing with Gastornis being like a herbivore? Because it's like a duck.
What?
It's not a proper terror bird.
What?
It's related to ducks.
It's like just a big duck. Just a big duck. Duke.
I can imagine Gastornis quacking. That'd be so funny. It's like wah, wah.
It's a loud, deep quack like quack, quack.
It's just like a big evil duck.
I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not too big on terror birds. I'm more on me dinosaurs.
Gibson.
He's gone.
Oh, I'm gonna do my what DI character are you? I just found it right now.
Ooh, hello.
Wait, guys, do
Oh.
you see the leaked
Wait, what DI character are you? What's this?
I know, I'm
Oh.
just doing it right now.
Is it a
guys, I got
quiz?
Bloodtooth.
What
I got
type of
Bloodtooth.
diet do I partake in?
Wait,
Oh,
where
are
did
you taking
find
my
this?
quiz?
Thing I did. I did mine. I was Bloodtooth.
No, I need to do it. Where is it?
How far would you go to protect
It's
your
on
loved
Facebook.
ones?
I can give you a direct link in
my
the
own safety
Hangouts
is
chat,
number one
Matt.
Oh,
priority.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many of your
I-
friends and family have you lost?
I got
My
blood
sisters
tooth.
went missing a few times, so probably some. I still have most.
I want to
Dude, your
do
sister's
this.
Nigel.
How often do you encounter trouble or danger?
All
Not really. I don't really leave the house very often, so almost never. How unique would you say you are? I'm average, I guess. Which environment would you want to live in? Out of the following: temperate woodland, tropical rainforest, rivers and lakes, lush grasslands. Temperate woodland, you know,
Yeah.
because nothing much.
And they talk about T-Rex, Rex King's T-Rex of the South. It just made me think of something. Does anybody know if Tarbosaurus is considered an ancestor to T-Rex?
Oh yeah,
I
it's like there
doubt-
was a land bridge.
Yeah, there was a.
Oh yeah. The one where Tyrannosaurus's ancestor came
Oh
from.
yes, I need to do this quiz.
Oh wait, that's
I put a link in chat for
Right,
you.
everyone, I'm doing the quiz. How do you prefer to resolve conflict?
Yeah.
I chose to
I got
defuse the
Bloodtooth.
situation. Type of diet do you partake in? Any and all flesh.
Okay. Oh no, I've got one. I've got one more.
Oh, do you want to get
Oh,
dangerous
this is the only
situation
bit that
or
actually
least
matters, though, isn't it?
No, they all matter.
Oh, okay. Okay, what family?
Oh,
Well,
I
I
don't
guess
know
I
if
have
you
to
should
go with.
yeah, it went under my nail. Ow.
Sure, I don't know. They ain't got no Abelisaurus here, boy.
I don't have any Abelisaur characters, okay?
They ain't
Wait,
got
what
no-
about that?
Put them in the quiz.
They ain't got no
The
Tyrannosaurus.
Carnotaurus,
Okay.
dude.
Say you
Guess
are.
who I got?
Who?
I got Razor.
Oh, Razor.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, I'm a slimy freak.
If
No,
I'm-
what?
Slimy. Yeah.
You guys aren't as cool as me. I got Bloodtooth.
Nice.
Yeah, I got Bloodtooth as well.
If you were a figure, what company would make you?
Whoa, Cameron just left. He was so upset about Razor. He's just gone.
He's got to Parasaurus. It'll be like one of those.
What is your primary defense? Ooh.
He'll be like one of those addicts. He'll cover himself in ceratopsins and just cry.
Yeah.
Financially challenging.
Hey, if it makes you well, why am I saying it like he's still here?
I
but
got
for the
got
record-
red sail.
Nice.
I just like left for
Oh.
a reason by accident.
Okay.
We thought you were really upset about Razor.
No.
If it makes you feel better, I got Razor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Camo, we thought you were crying in a pile of ceratopsians because you got Razor.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I got red sail. I'm pretty cool.
Oh, but just going back to the T-Rex thing for a second, I think there was a specimen. They've unnamed it. Well, it's unnamed currently, but it's a Tyrannosaur, and they said it's in between the size of T-Rex and a Spinosaurus, and it's from Washington. So maybe.
Wait, what? Oh yeah. The one
Yeah.
that came floating.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know whether. I don't know whether it's like Tarbosaurus descendant. I don't know, but it's just like it feels like it's that.
Oh,
So,
no,
getting more complete.
it's really lanky. It's really lanky and skinny.
on.
I saw the fossil. It was
Yeah.
so
I'm
cool.
looking through Facebook trying to find the freaking Sapphire Limited. Oh,
Very
I
limited.
need to make a Facebook just so I can be involved in all this.
I can't find it because I can't use the dinosaur.
Cameron, search up this guy named Nick Rosa. Nick Rosa.
Oh,
Camo,
I found them. I found them.
Oh, you found it. I could send you them because I've got them saved
Okay.
on my phone.
The Daedon. Looks very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think about the white under his chin, but yeah, you know.
At least it's like good, but I don't know if I'll be like.
The Mastodon. He
Looks
looks
like
like a
me.
Shreddy. With four
It looks.
legs.
Yeah. It just looks. It looks like a scarecrow. It looks like a
I
big
will
scarecrow.
probably still buy it though.
I wonder what.
Mammals, yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do like theropods next year. Like, I'd like them to do a Simraptor and maybe do like scarring on its face from like that one Simraptor specimen that has biting on the bottom of its jaw.
It's from
Ooh.
red sail. That's where it's scarred
Oh my
from.
gosh, yeah, I know I was saying Oviraptor and Dimetrodon, but Sinraptor would be such a good one for Safari to do.
What else? I'm trying to think. Well, I don't know if they do another steak, but maybe.
Or even his
I'd rather see a trike.
But I think me and Camo were talking about this in my last stream. We did. But I said that because Safari LTD put so many big names out in 2017, they're going to run out of super big names to main event their lines each year now. Like, they're going to have to be a lot.
Oh my god, Cineraptor species name is Dongi. It's a delta German.
I know. There's one.
way.
Dong is the only valid species, and there's like the other species that's under a lot of question. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like meant to be a young Tyrannosaurus or something.
Yeah, there's like.
I'm looking at the Schleich models now.
I love young Tyrannosaurus Magnus because it's like Magnus is a wrestler, and I love wrestling. And it's like
Young Tyrannosaurus Magnus, that's not even a thing.
Isn't it? Damn it.
There's only two.
What? Oh, damn it.
Tranquilensis and Zegongensis.
I've been lied to again. Great.
Oh my god, what is the new Velociraptor fish like even?
Dude, skip.
Dude,
the Carnotaurus looks like a
parakeet.
Camarasaurus. With, like, we just cut his head off and put it on a Carno.
Oh
Hang
yeah.
on, what about Velociraptor?
It looks like a parakeet.
I think Schleich have just got a clown working for him, and he's like inspired by how huge his feet is, and he's just putting on dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
The Satako is so weird. It doesn't look like Schleich at all.
Yeah, but that Psittacosaurus is based off of the largest species, Psittacosaurus sibiricus.
Huh.
So,
I actually think this Dino Gorgon looks nicer than the.
It does, yeah. The good thing about it is that they haven't done like reptilian skin on it.
Yeah.
They just kind of kept like skin, like.
Yeah, it's a bit shrink wrapped around the lower torso.
I think actually.
Yeah, dude, you can see its
Ross's head's a bit derpy.
Yeah, this Dino Gorgon is great.
The freaking Oviraptor though.
The Oviraptor's pretty good, but
the Oviraptor looks wise.
He is the Gandalf of Overwrap.
Gandalf the Grey.
You shall not egg. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of that one. I saw this Gandalf meme on YouTube, and instead of saying "you shall not pass," they say "not."
The tower, legit.
I like
Tower
the
looks
detail
like
in the tower. Like, if you do into the skin detail, it's pretty good.
It reminds me of a rat. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It looks like it lives on a pirate ship because it's just
scurrying. Yeah.
Wait, what is this now?
The
tower.
The tower.
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 The tower
is just great. The tower with the feathers on the tower.
It's tower.
Okay. Its feathers look like they're made of copper.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
What the hell? It's a ginger.
That should be, Camo, if you buy that figure and put it on DIR, that should be the name of it, Copper.
Copper.
Copper. Copper Tower.
Tower.
No, you should put it in Mesozoic bedroom and make it like a street rat.
Hey yo, my name is Copper. My name's Copper. You want to look at my feathers? They're made of copper. I'm Tower.
Anyone want to buy Tower? I feel like he'd have like a freaking big trench coat on for the watches. If he was in Mesozoic bedroom.
Hey yo, buddy. Hey, you want to see what's in my trench coat? It's copper.
Hey, I got some copper here. Oh, what else we got, man? The Satako looks scared.
Yeah.
It's just seen a Giga Zebra.
Giga Zebra.
I think it's like running away from the Therizinosaurus.
And then
the Tallest should accidentally kill General Warsaw.
And then the Therizinosaurus repaint just looks like Darth Maul.
It does.
Yeah, someone should do like a parody of that. Like,
Darth Maul fell at such velocity he turned into a Therizinosaurus.
Oh my God, Camo! You don't just need the acro burning video. You also need a Darth Therazino video.
No, someone do that. Have like Penny be Obi-Wan, because
Yeah.
You are the chosen one. There will be no return.
Oh my
dude,
God.
guys.
You're supposed to save Schleich, not destroy them.
Oh boy.
I actually made
Ruined
this
the good
joke
way.
a few
Ruined the
weeks
good
ago.
way.
Basically, Silas was like Anakin, and Penny was like
Jesus.
And
Obi-Wan.
then
I
I'd
hate you.
who'd be Palpatine then? Who? I don't know.
The acro is Palpatine.
Yeah, Crow Palpatine. He's like,
He looks so ugly. Anyway.
he's like, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Strike them down.
If I do
Penny.
it, does he mean burn me?
Yeah.
Join the dark side.
He'll just be on
I
that.
have the high ground.
It's like,
It's
I'm
over.
gonna poop on you.
it's over, Acro. You've lost. Go on then. Do it.
I have the high
Let me
ground.
alive. Do it. Do it.
This stream has been going on for
Poop
like
on me.
ages. Jeez,
Yeah.
man. We have 5 viewers the whole way.
I'm thinking about packing it in like about half an hour.
Hello,
Is
viewers.
that get up early in the morning?
Oh,
And-
mate, the OV is Palpatine. So old. Legit looks like an old man.
Hey, Palpatine Overraptor, what we're gonna do over this egg?
Yes, good.
We're gonna do it.
Bring me the egg star plans. No, kill me.
Go on, strike me down.
The tower is Jar Jar freaking thing.
Dr. Genki Jojo.
The tower actually looks like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, and Jar Jar Binks is Jar Jar Binks is the ultimate mastermind because he was the Sith behind the whole thing. So Tower is behind the entire thing.
Yeah, dude, Tawa should be Jar Jar Binks.
Kawa. Wata.
Tower Binks.
Tower Binks. Mr. George Lucas.
Silas is Anakin. Darth.
Shit.
Oh no.
What a time.
By the way, you know how these guys are like figures of the year of each other, like figures of their year, which is like I can't decide.
Wait, figures of the year for what?
Right, okay. Apparently, Sauropels was the figure of the year of the dinosaur, I think, and then Iguanodon was the figure of the year for dinosaurs as well. And I'm just like looking at them,
So the
like,
Sauropelta's better.
yeah, I'd say
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
The thing is,
Iguanodon's good, but
The Sauropel's gonna be a character in my series, yay.
Hey,
nice.
your addiction's gonna be realized soon. People
My
will know you for
Ankylosaurus. Oh, I got a new Ankylosaurus today.
oh sweet,
Ooh, the Papo
Which one?
Polycanthus.
Yeah, the Papapolycanthus.
oh cool.
Which is gonna
How
be
is it?
a character as well.
Well, I think my figure of the year is
The
2069.
Papapolycanthus is smaller than I thought it was gonna be though.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah, me
people say
too.
bad.
I need one more Ceratopsians to get to 20.
You should get the I don't know.
My legion is growing.
Get the old Schleich Torosaurus if you can track it
No,
down.
I need to get the Regali still. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I've got it now.
Or
Also,
the
you don't have as many of the Safari ones. I have the Safari Ineo, Nasuto, and Diablo, and highly recommend all three.
I've
The
got,
Ineo and the Nasuto are the only Safari Ceratops
I've got the Diablo, the Vag, and the
Oh, and the Pachyrhinosaurus.
Brachiosaurus. That's it. Yeah, I
I've
lost.
got the Vegaceratops and the Triceratops. I need to get another
Oh
one.
no, Tank died.
I want
Oh, yeah, Tank.
Spoiler alert.
Tank
Oh, I
got
just assumed
freaking
everyone had watched.
oh,
Walking Deaded.
Yeah.
He did it for a good cause.
Tank got tanked.
Also,
That was the only
honestly,
thing he
I
did the
actually
whole
hate
series.
Tony now.
Can't
like,
remember for
He's
his
such a wimp.
death. Oh yeah, Tony.
I hope Buck just like wrecks him. Like when you said Zeus didn't agree with him, I thought Zeus was just gonna wreck him. Like you're such a terrible leader.
He's pretty shit, really.
The Ceratopsians need to adopt democracy.
Gibson, did you see me leak your episode?
Wait, what was that?
Did you see me leak your first episode?
Oh yeah, I watched part of that. That was
Grant is racist.
Oh, yeah.
Grant.
I think someone was like in the comment section, like now be careful with the feathered T-Rex. Smashing it with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
The feathered T-Rex. I honestly thought that was one of my T-Rex sounds from Site B in the background.
Now it's just like it's become obsolete with the new feathered about T-Rex, which is like so surprising.
Squish happening.
What's that noise in the background? They're gone.
I'm in my car.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
But I'm not gone yet, guys. I'm not gone yet.
Okay. No, don't leave it yet. Wait, Anthony Muldrum's on about a Therizinosaurus that I've seen before. Right, it's a Therizinosaurus, but it's doing the paint in the scheme of Wolverine. Has anybody seen that picture?
No.
Nope.
You have to look it up.
Therizinosaurus.
Wolverine. Just type in Therizinosaurus Wolverine. It's one of the coolest.
Oh wait. I've actually seen that. Matthew posted.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Like a long time ago.
Is this on Facebook again? I feel like I'm missing everything.
You just need Facebook, man. Come on.
I mean, I've never needed it. This is the first time I feel like I need it because I'm missing something in my life now.
Yeah.
In my life now.
This is my life. I have no other life.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs all my life.
Dinosaurs are my life too.
Why? I've put the Kronosaurus from Safari on the top shelf with all my other dinosaurs, so it just kind of looks like on the bottom, and it's like, why?
Yeah. That's the only thing that's why I don't think
It's like, I want legs.
I can hear the God's parents over everyone else.
Yeah. God, we're just listening to your family.
Yeah. But I think that's the problem with Pliosaur figures is that they make them so that they play out. And it's like you have to put every other figure around them, and it just looks like they're picking out like, hey guys.
I feel like I should hang them up with the pterosaurs. Like,
Yeah, it depends how heavy. It depends what you use to hold them up because it's like you don't want to sleep one night and then all of a sudden you get back.
I mean, it just shows that they can't fly.
You just wake up and the Pliosaur is just zooming around.
Oh my god, I just realized how big the collector's Remaliosaurus is.
The collector Remaliosaurus isn't even that good.
No, but it's huge though.
It's pretty big. I was actually going to buy it at one point, but I decided against it.
I thought it was small.
I thought the Kronosaurus was going to be pretty small, to be honest.
The Kronosaurus.
Honestly, that's like one of my main problems with Collector. Sometimes
I
I
think the
make
Kronosaurus is a
super small
callback to
models.
Schleik's Kronosaurus when they did one.
You know, like the Dolichorhynchops, boy. So small.
I've got the Dolichorhynchops. It's actually quite good.
Some of collector's models are so small and some are so huge. It's like they need to stick to one scale.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, like
animals aren't.
Yeah.
it's like here's your tiny Dinosaurus and your gigantic Bishon Long.
And your Styracosaur.
Oh my god, yeah, the Styracosaurus.
The Styracosaur is so nice. I love it.
And I think the Styracosaurus just looks like what Papo's Styracosaurus should have been.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye, Degant.
Actually,
Great having you. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
where'd you go?
And now we are one less. Shame.
We're like 3 less,
We
actually.
need to get Matthew on the stream.
Yeah.
He has never been on a stream.
I'm messaging him right now.
Matthew, get the frick on here.
I'm just saying, Matthew, get on this stream.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to shout at him. Why are you not on Discord yet? He's like the last
It's
one.
like you're offended or something.
I am. I've asked him about 5 times with no response.
I didn't even know about Discord until I got like a link. I was just like, "What's his Discord?"
You know what I
And
want to know?
This is
Why
cool.
is the
Discord
Taco
is just
Cave Bear so
masterful.
shiny?
But I'm the only one that's ever on it. It's literally just half the time me, Chris Cross, and the Prehistoric channel just talking about random stuff.
Hey, I get on there. I mostly just check my messages, but
I
mainly
do
just,
that,
I
and
mainly
then
just
I
lurk.
do that and make sarcastic responses, and that's about it.
And
I
spam
lurk.
the joy emoji everywhere.
Oh.
That's something I've noticed.
I don't know why people just spam the green claw emoji as well, like all the time.
Because it's green claw.
I guess Green Claw's just so popular because he's like that underdog, and he's like everyone
No,
wants
that's not why he's popular. He's popular because he's a meme.
Oh, you know when he just cheats death like
the
every
meme.
episode?
He's an underdog. He's a god. He's a champion. He's everything you can think of.
I
He
still
almost
want
got shredded by
Green Claw.
Ripsaw this
I
episode.
still want
Yeah,
Green
he
Claw
did.
and Mike to like form a pack, and like they're trying to escape a predator, so Mike picks him up and they just fly away.
Or maybe one of them, or maybe like both of them just do the Kamehameha, and it's just like, well, that was unexpected.
What the hell was that?
Wait, when did you guys learn that? I don't know. Just did. I don't care.
What if Green Claw and Mike could combine?
Yeah, fusion. Just like
Mike Claw.
Claw. Yeah,
fusion.
Mike Claw's the best idea.
Mike Claw. I am
Just
neither
a
Mike.
green
Well, Green
Velociraptor.
Claw. I am Mike Claw.
Purple back.
Are there any like actual good compy figures now?
Apart from like the Reebok one.
Well,
I-
Re-
I wouldn't call it good.
I
Yeah,
would
but
call
it's
it
like
good.
detail.
I'd call it a figure. I wouldn't call it a good figure.
It's got some nice detail, but no.
Yeah.
I remember there were so many people which just went to Reebok. Can I get the dragonfly on its own? Just to annoy them. Oh.
Can
You know how-
dragonfly?
You know how Gordon Ramsay like critiques people's food? Well, we need someone to do that to Reebok every time.
Just
Yeah,
call
like-
their what?
Yeah.
Call their models raw.
Yeah.
I was scrolling
the
through a lot of
lab
their
size?
older Facebook posts like quite a while ago, and and on like all of them, you could see Matthew having a rant.
Oh, I've ran to him a couple of times. I've like when they did War Pig, I was just like, mate, where's the feathers?
Wait, when did
well,
it-
Matthew can't join right now. I messaged him. I just said, "Get on the stream for the clickbait," and sent him the link, but he can't.
Oh,
Why?
damn it! God
damn it, pish the
damn it!
Maybe he just got like a ton of new figures, and he has to rearrange his whole collection.
Oh my god. That's why I stick him in.
I hate that because I bought the 1/15 scale Collecte Tyrannosaurus, and I think I regret it because it's just such a huge and awkward figure.
Is it even that good?
It really doesn't look that good.
It's not actually that good, and I regret buying it, to be honest.
They should make like that, but for the Saurian T-Rex.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Wait, isn't there a Triceratops one as well? Which actually,
Yeah.
I
like,
did a 1/15 scale
I
Triceratops,
don't
yeah.
think anyone has that really.
But I got the ones. I bought the 1/15 scale T-Rex on impulse, and it cost me 50. No,
In fact, could you imagine if I got the 1/15 scale trike and put it in my series?
but I was just like,
The trike god has risen. Da, da, da,
Do it.
da.
but yeah, it's just like years on now. Looking at the T-Rex on my shelf next to my collecting collection, I'm just like looking. I was like, you're just Jurassic Park with like a ratty-like tail. You're not even that unique with. Like, he's got Schleich feet as well. The feet are so oversized.
and it's on a base.
And it's I took the base off because he was being so awkward, and I was just like,
Speaking of tails, don't you guys just love the Walking with Dinosaur T-Rex tail?
Oh my!
oh yeah.
That scrawny little thing that just whips around.
The head is so weird on that thing. It's like the neck
The
is just
start
like,
of the tail is so awkward because it just kind of looks like it's just like shrinking down. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
just like starts the episode. It starts with a full tail. By the end of the episode, it has no tail because it's like shrunk.
What's your favorite guys walking with thing? Like, out of them all?
Spirit of the Ice Forest. I just like that episode.
No, not the
Oh,
episode. I mean, like, you know, the show or special.
Oh,
What's your favorite out of all?
Walk
of them?
with Dinosaurs. Walk with Monsters is the worst, I think.
I love walking with monsters.
I don't know.
I like it more than Beasts, which is really.
My favorite series is Walking with Dinosaurs. Favorite episode
Yeah.
from that is got to be the first one, and then Ballad of Big Al, and then it's just like overall favorite things is like practical effects.
New Blood was my. I hated it when I was a kid, and I don't
My
know
favorite
why.
thing of all of them is Sea Monsters.
Oh,
Sea
Sea
Monsters is pretty
Monsters
good,
is good.
I just hated the cliffhanger they just left it on, like with the mosasaur just like biting. It's just like,
I like the Megalodon when he like swept over.
yeah.
It's okay. He comes back in Prehistoric Park.
I love how at the end of most of them they die.
Yeah, and it's just like I love when the next
The
episode.
Sarco. Remember the Sarco that kills them
Yeah.
all as well. at the end of it?
The thing is, at first I was like, that's not correct, and then I found out there's 2 species of Sarcosuchus, and I was like, oh, I was
Oh
wrong.
yeah. But it's in like Brazil, not Argentina.
Yeah, it's in Brazil, and it's like it's super fragmentary. Like it's only known for like a couple of teeth and a vertebrae, and that's it.
Yo, maybe just swim.
Brazil is. I don't know about Brazil. It had the Zika virus.
Somebody the other day commented, "Why are you calling Jasper a Dinosuchus? Only it's called Sarcosuchus. Dinosuchus doesn't exist."
Sorry, mate.
Oh my God.
So I just replied to him with a link to the Wikipedia page for Dinosuchus.
By the way, I found something really interesting about the validity of Dinosuchus as species. There's like 2 species, but apparently recent research has shown that they might not be different species, but examples of different populations of one species. And that's like really cool to me. I don't know why.
Does anyone remember Bionicle? Like on some of the really older comments, you were like really aggressive in your replies, and it was actually so funny.
Yeah, I would get so freaking sweaty over stupid stuff.
Oh.
And then you get people saying you weren't nice, and I was like, wow.
I wasn't, it's true.
It's like I used to just do stuff like I used to be like get quite offended when people just like being like, "Oh, your stuff sucks." I'd be like, "Why would you say that? It's not nice." And it's just like nowadays. Like earlier this week, someone actually put, "Oh, this video is shit," and I'm just like, "Yeah, fair enough." Then again, you don't watch it. You know, I just reply sarcastically. I'm just like, I
I
don't.
haven't had a single hate comment or dislike on my new channel. What
Oh,
a-
I've had a plenty.
We must bow down to you.
I swear every hate comment I get is, why are you copying BionicleSaurus, man? I'm just like,
To me, what bugs me more than the hate is just the amount of just really incorrect comments, because it's just so cringe after a
A lot
while.
of
I
people
just have
that
to say
haven't watched
copy and paste
Revival and
it.
like ask questions about the Dinosaur Island, they're just like, why isn't it? But I want to know what happens, and it's like, just watch Revival. It's like I feel like every single person who watched Dinosaur Island and still cares about it.
Yeah, I
should
think
watch
I got a comment like, "Will Silas die?" It's like,
Oh. It's like,
it's not like he's alive
wonder.
56 years in the future.
it's not like,
Well, anything's possible because of Onyx.
The resurrection.
The resurrection of Daimyo is gonna
The
happen.
Dino Christ.
all right, we can all confirm that Onyx is the first member of X-Men because he obviously has regeneration powers.
Oh my
Onyx
god.
is Jesus.
By the way, Tank's coming back next episode
Oh yeah.
after getting torn apart.
Tank will come back and he'll have extra long horns and extra orange skin color. That's how good he'll come back.
I so thought that Zeus was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought Zeus was doomed. I thought I saw it coming, and then oh my goodness, and then what a twist with freaking
And now
Tank.
everyone hates Tony so much.
Oh yeah.
Tony's a dick.
We need Tank. We need
He just
Tank as
abandoned
the
his
leader.
dad. And everyone.
No, not Tank. Book. Oh my god. Yeah, Tank's leader.
I love that
You know
one
what I?
where
You know what I just realized is Mark is just a rip-off of the old Safari Apatosaurus.
oh yeah. Oh damn it.
But
I'm
Mark
Sorry,
can
I know that's
squeak.
completely random. I've just been holding him here.
But
Mark squeaks.
I love that one shot of Zeus where he's like trying to struggle, and you could just see Alpha just hanging off, but he's like not even he's like hanging off like, oh, I'm gonna fall off, mate. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Just like clinging to his face. He's not even attacking. He just doesn't want to.
Where has this trend come from, using DeLongs as Delta Dromius?
I only did it to be consistent with DI.
Just because I think the previous Delta Dromius figure was like sort of, it looks sort of like the well, I say the D-Long sort of copied the Deltadromeus in its paint scheme a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I made season 2 a billion years ago. Is just they're similar looking, and also, you know, the DeLong, I wanted to use it, and it's too big to actually be a DeLong next to anything else.
Oh, definitely.
And then it became Dongy, or I don't know which one was which.
Yeah, the DeLong was Dongy, and the Deltadromeus was Delta. So.
Delta, and where does the name Donkey come from?
I don't know.
Donkey.
Sinraptor.
Yeah, apparently Sinra.
Yeah. I was thinking Donkey Kong, but I was like, Donkey.
Donkey.
I'm literally only bringing back Delta because I don't want to use Dongy's stupid name. And also, I don't want to use a DeLong for a Deltadromeus anymore, but even though then Cameron just did it, so now I'm like, well, I didn't even need to worry about it.
Well, I just did it because, to be consistent, you know?
It's actually Boreavenator.
Yeah.
And Brachiosaurus is actually Parasaurolophus, and Parasaurolophus is actually Sigilomatosaurus, and Sigilomatosaurus is actually Spinosaurus, Spinosaurus is actually T-Rex.
T-Rex is actually a chicken.
And humans are actually just cells. Well, then again. Yeah.
We are multiple cells.
Yeah, we're just a collection of cells.
We're just sponges. Just...
I love
being a sponge. That would be such a depressing life.
Yeah. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Sponge.
Not SpongeBob, just a sponge. I don't know what.
Yeah, I've seen those sponges. And there's like, isn't there one species of sponge that's like sort of like a living rock or something like that?
There's a sponge, and it was like the final one on David Attenborough's top 10 favorite animals, and I was like, wow, that was the most anticlimactic thing ever. It's like, oh yes, the glass.
Here we have the sponge.
Did anyone watch that? His top 10 favorite animals. It was like top 10 animals he'd take on an ark, and I'm like, why would he take a sponge?
No.
One, it lives in the water.
I know he's got a plesiosaur named after him, Attenborosaurus.
Yeah,
Got
I love that figure.
Yeah, same.
He had a boat named after him until it became Boaty McBoatface.
And it's just like, he's just got loads of things named after him.
I want him on British money so badly. Like, I just think
everybody does. Just put him on the tenner. Like, is it Darwin who's on the tenner, or is he on
It's Darwin.
Yeah. Just put him next to Darwin.
They're changing it to some poet. Which is
why?
Who cares about poetry?
I mean, I understand why they changed the 5 because it's someone that
Sorry
people
if anyone here cares
know.
about poetry.
I mean, everybody knows Darwin. Nobody actually knew. Like, who even was that on the old 5.0? Everyone knows Winston Churchill, so.
Yeah. I don't know. Just people. That's all I know. Just people. Hang on. Chris Cross wants to join, so I'm going to send him another link. Chris Cross, if you're listening to this, I sent you another link. So you can join if you want. Yeah. But I think apparently not supposed to name paleontology like finds after yourself, because I don't know what it is, but apparently you're not allowed to do it.
Bad
Is it just like considered like egoistical?
I think it's bad for. It's either bad form or it's actually against the rules. I don't know why, but it's just like now I'm just thinking to myself, why would anybody name a dinosaur after Jack Horner? Like they named Daspletosaurus horneri after Jack Horner, and he's the guy who's like, oh, they're all scavengers.
Oh my god!
And he's 70 years old. He's married a 20-year-old. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Oh, Jack Horner, just disgusting.
I'm googling Jack Horner.
I hate him more now. I didn't think it was possible.
He's a bit of a weirdo.
He's 71. Like, it's really strange.
Oh,
yeah.
With a bloody
He's 71 and he thinks T-Rex is a scavenger. What a total scumbag.
In Las Vegas on January 15th, 2012, 65-year-old Horner married Vanessa Weaver, a 19-year-old Montana State University undergraduate paleontology student. Oh, they divorced.
You're 19, Kyle.
They'd
Who would
evolved
have seen that coming?
in August 2016, but they remain
Oh, that's brilliant.
friends.
That's brilliant. Oh, yeah, okay, that's funny.
Maybe she was a scavenger. That made no sense.
He was
but still.
secretly being like, oh, T-Rex is not a scavenger.
I mean, how was he famous? Maiasaur.
Yeah. And there was a
Good mother.
there was that one Edmontosaurus specimen they found with a T-Rex tooth in its vertebrae, and they're like, oh, it healed around it, so obviously T-Rex was a hunter. And he was like, well, he was probably asleep, and the T-Rex stuck it for a carcass. I was just like,
That's the most stupid thing.
it's just like,
yeah, it was just
oh,
stupid.
just when you are proven wrong, admit you're wrong. Oh,
I mean, there's no way to say he was wrong, but it's just really stupid.
it's just like you want to punch him in the face.
Let's use birth dates today, because Wikipedia shows people's birthdays and people's death dates today.
No.
Happy
What would you do
birthday,
if you just
Mary
saw Jack
Shelley.
Horner's
You died in
birthday there?
1851.
Oh.
Happy birthday,
Updated
Albert
today.
Snez. Yeah, he's Hungarian. He died in 1634. I'm sorry you're dead.
I'm sorry you're dead. You've been
I
dead
don't know
for
who the hell you are.
He died in Transylvania. I'm pretty sure he's a vampire.
Yeah, definitely a vampire. He was the vampire from Hotel Transylvania.
I do not go blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah. Oh man.
What a great film, man.
Yeah. Does anybody know how many species of blooming Pliosaurus there are? Because I can't keep track anymore.
Let me
Over
have a
9,000.
look. The only one I know is
This one, Kevin and I, then there's Prehistoric.
1, 2, no,
Kevin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. There's too many. And it's just,
3 were described in 2013.
yeah. And it's like, but it's weird because, like I was saying to you, Matt, I was saying like they should do like species packs. But you can't do that with Pliosaurus because the only real differences between them is there's a slight skull differentiation and like teeth differentiation and like sutures.
Yeah. Make them all different colours. There you
Yeah,
go.
all different colours.
The
And it's like,
Tachysaurus is the
We
best
can
one.
have a
for
pink
by far.
one, a
yes, the
purple
Tachysaurus is
one,
definitely the best one.
a yellow
Yes.
one.
Because the Tachysaurus actually has differences. Like, there's
Yeah,
a whole. Look, have you
Sibiricus,
seen the head of P. gubiensis, the P. sibiricus? They don't look like the same
yeah,
animal.
apparently, if I can remember correctly, Sibiricus has like 32 anatomical morphological variations from other species, and it's just like it's apparently the most varied of the lot. And I'm just like, why isn't it its own genus? Or is it just on that verge of it's still in that genus, but it's near where it could be its own genus, but it's not. It's not qualified enough.
Tachysaurus, yay. The Safari Tachysaurus is really nice.
Yeah.
Like one of the only ceratopsians that has a unique body.
And then there's, I think, but the thing is that everyone's whinging about the Safari Ltd. Psittacosaurus not being the right color, and I was like, well, the specimen itself is listed Psittacosaurus SP, meaning it hasn't been allocated to the species, or it's a new species.
I mean, the colour isn't even that off anyway.
Well, it's like you
You
look
just
at,
need to chill.
yeah, you look at different genera, like today, like tigers, lions, and leopards. They're part of Panthera or Panthera. That's a genus, and you look at how
Oh,
varied they are in
very
skin
different
stuff
colors.
like that.
Oh my god, that's the Tachysaurus that was described. It's so derpy face on.
Aren't also Tachysaurs really? They're just
I
so
want one as a
derpy.
pet now. It's really cute.
Yeah.
They're literally like the sheep of the Cretaceous.
In China.
They are just just sheep.
Oh, not just China, apparently. Thailand.
They just,
Possibly Thailand.
Thailand, Mongolia, China, just all them lot, just everywhere.
Asia,
Yeah.
as it's known.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty weird. Damn it. And then I think, oh, I'm gonna say it first. But yeah, I just find it funny how it's just like Psittacosaurus, like is like one of the just like underrated dinosaurs. It's got the most species. And it's just like, where did you come from,
It's in
mate?
its own family as well, so Tachysauridae.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what? I think they even like found. I think when they were finding it early on, they found another specimen of like Mongoliensis, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna call it Proiguanodontosaurus because we think it's an ancestor of Iguanodon." Like,
Oh, you know what annoyed me? You get
Yeah.
stuff like Procompsognathus and Proceratosaurus, which are like nothing like it.
Yeah.
And then you get
Proceratosaurus.
Protarchaeopteryx, which comes after Archaeopteryx.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Or like, well, then again, if they did that with Eotriceratops and Triceratops, wouldn't it be Pro-Eotriceratops then?
Oh my.
Triceratops. Pro-Eotriceratops.
Procompsognathus, okay.
Yeah. Pro
Is Procompsognathus.
The holotype is just like, what? What even is that? It looks like an arm or a leg. I can't really tell. It's related to Coelophysis though.
All right, I might have to leave pretty soon, you guys.
I'm gonna end the stream in a bit anyway, so you know.
I actually need to leave.
How many people are watching? 4. It's been like that the whole time.
Well, we might as well end it here then. So.
All right.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and thank you guys for like coming on the stream. It's been an honor.
No problem.
I keep staying on. Oh, I think I've just realised there's literally like 4 people of us, and there's 4 of us here, and it's like we probably all have the stream open.
I don't have to stream.
Oh, okay. So we at least have one person.
Yeah, one person. So, yeah.
I've had it open.
All right. Okay. I guess we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.